straight to my heart. I'd never noticed, but you were never there, you were never there. Hey, you gave me roses, set me apart. All I felt was bliss, but you were never there, you were never there. I want us to be what we used to be this night. Maybe just another fight, but you don't wanna see me cry. There is no way that it's never going there. I think it better and I swear I'll follow you no matter where. Think you better run, I swear. Follow me no matter where. Think you better run, I swear. Down in empty streets, looking for joy. I don't want
how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Boys, how are all you doing today? Yo, we got Mikolai, Nick Ghost. How you boys doing? Welcome back to another 5V5 1v1 Duel live stream. Today we got the NA, we got Duels and Shadowlands. What's up, my guy? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my boy. Do you guys know the daylight savings? We're gonna be losing an hour here in NA on the 13th. I have a lot of you guys that watch that are in EU. I actually was even thinking just now, sitting here, like, maybe I should change the stream schedule around the EU boys. But I wonder how that'll affect the NA streams, like the 5v5 duels in particular. Should I? It just seems like a big change. You know what? I'll think about doing that the next time daylight savings hours kick in. I think that'll be worth, because I know there's a bit of a desync between NA and EU. I think a lot of the people don't even do daylight savings anymore. I know in NA we do, so we lose an hour or gain an hour, which makes it a lot harder for the EU boys to watch the streams and catch the streams. So I wonder if maybe I should, and well, I guess next time, next year, daylight savings happen, consider about adjusting for that. How you boys all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. We got more 5v5 1v1 duels on the way for the team of NA region. Hopefully we'll have the boys in your Chicago. How you doing, fam? Hope you are having a good one. Boys, let's get the music back up first. By the way, doing great, bro. Happy to hear that, Nick. Yo, what's up, RM? How you doing, my guy? Hope you having a good one, my man. Yo, let me get the music first. I actually like this song a lot. This first one that you guys got to listen to, but I didn't. Hold on. This one. Bellator ready for the fight? Let's go, dude. Bellator huge. We need more warrior boys representing the 5v5 1v1s, honestly. We've had a lot of hunters as of recently. Just straight up trapping everybody down, hunting them down, slaying them, skinning them alive. We've had warlocks, we've had shamans. Absolutely wrecking on both NA and EU. We need a bit of more of that warrior action, dude. I love watching some warriors play, especially that arms warrior gameplay, the big slammer jammer, big arms burst, massive war breakers, big charges, huge executes. By the way, boys, if you are popping into the stream, I know it's really early, but hit a thumbs up if you guys enjoy the regular duels over on the channel and regular content. If you just enjoy spending time anytime on this channel, give the stream a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it, boys. Yo, hopping on right now. Let's see how many groups we've got over for the team NA for the day, boys. I want to see my boy Night King join in some of these. I think that'd be fantastic. By the way, me and your boy Wolfie. Let me show you off real quick. Let me show off, because me and Wolfie played some games yesterday. I want to play a lot more, by the way. I want to hit that 21 hundo as soon as I can. But me and Wolfie played some 2s yesterday, and we got the rating, boys. We actually faced a lot of against a lot of people that are gladiator players, and the games really feel like kind of even. I guess the spec of Outlaw just does really, really well in its toe-to-toe. What the hell? Why is there my UI? Oh, I think that's for like a recording I did. I gotta figure out something else what to do with the recording. Wait, is it? Okay, no, that's not okay. The first thing, whenever I can close my eyes, this gets broken. But boys, we got ourselves. Where can I find it? Hold on. The set, boys! We got the full elite rogue tier set. It looks glorious. I still want to get the mythic version, but this one looks good. We also got the normal one. I guess you just get it with elite now, just because you get cosmetics for earning 1800, but I really want to get the mythic. Look, normal looks good, black and gold. We got the Power Ranger red, and then we got the Ezio Auditore Assassin's Creed, boys. Night King with a 5, yo, swapping to spectator character. Yo, we got Night King already with a 5, man. Let's go, boys. Already has a 5-man group ready to go. I got Mail on my mage. By the way, chat. You can make a lot of gold and Zereth Mortis, open every single chest all the easy ones in particular, on every of alts, because you have a chance of getting this legendary recipe that right now sells for 20k on the auction house. A couple of those buys you your Lego, and you're set. You're set for life, bro. You're actually so golden. We need a second group over for 5,000 wants to sub. All right, man. Hope you're having a good one, my dude. We need a second group of boys over for NA duels. Looks like Mikey is sending one up together. Speaking about sending groups together, let me post in chat how to join any of the 5v5 1v1 groups. Aura, he's 14, guys. Yo, I love me some Aura. Aura is a wonderful, beautiful boy who's been around these streams for so long. And Nikolai, you bullying him in chat. I don't like it. Got 3 Ali. Wait, hold on. Night King and Chicago got different teams. Let's go, boys. Windwalker, Monk, or Havoc Demon Hunter. Out of those two, yo, Windwalker's a pumping right now, dude. They got them big fisters. Yo, this song, not bad, but I'm not like really hyped into it. Neither without this one. Oh, this song. Is this song worth the 5v5 duels? Is it worth adding into the mix? Has this like scary start to it. Makes you think of Doom Eternal. It's so good. Chilpa's groups on Horde. Oh, Chilpa's Horde? Oh, okay. Is he gonna go back Alliance to 925? We need more Alliance boys over for Chicago than boys. Yo, you know what? I'm digging this song. I'm digging it. Imagine. This is how I figure out if I want the song as part of the mix. Imagine a warrior charging out versus a warlock that trading blows left and right, side to side. The warrior jumps on the platform. The warlock having to chase with his pets onto the warrior, who goes for a fear, trying to find himself a break flush. Got to catch up on a little bit on the health as the warlock swings around the corner. Mortal Coil hits him with the fear. Warrior already berserker raged out of it. Tyrant coming down, and the warrior decides, I'm gonna go full avatar, die by the sword, charge it, war breaker, big banner for the necro, slamming and slamming and slamming the warlock down to the ground. I can imagine this song already. I can already feel it. It's part of the mix just like that, easily. Yeah, this song is hard, dude. I like it. I like it. It's really short though. That's my biggest problem with it. Ali, yo, we need 2 more for Team Chicago. If you guys want to join in, we made a group, custom PvP, find a group, type number 5 in the chat. Answer. We got Mikey trying to get a +1 over with Chill Pills. Trying to get some boys in here. Yo, Chill Pills returns. Hey, what's up, Daniel? How you doing, fam? Hope you have a good one. Hey, need 2 more for Chicago group? Yeah, we just need 2 more for Team Alliance, boys. Need 1 more in the Horde? Yeah, it's all good. We could wait. We could wait. Yo, hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day, by the way. Yo, patch 925 could be hitting PTR very, very soon, by the way. With cross-faction, bro, what else would you want to see for 925? Like, if Blizzard were to add anything in the very, very last patch of Shadowlands, a 0.5 patch, what would you want to see? Like, this is a 0.5 patch that will likely have hints of what the next WoW expansion will be. And even might have some of the features. I guess the cross-faction is going to be part of it. Cross-faction coming up early as a feature of the next expansion. What would you want to see in 925? Awesome. Wrath of Lich King Classic might be announced soon. There was an Icy Veins article. Oh, I guess there's like tweets and Wowhead posts, and then other people, basically anybody who does data mining saw that there was like a bunch of UI elements getting set up for WoW. Wrath of Lich King. Okay, it's called, I think we looked at it yesterday, but it's called like again, not a bad song, but I'm not digging it. Again, not a bad song, but I'm not digging it. This one's fine. Interface aspects of Wrath. So they got what? Wrath, Frame, XML, Frame, Wrath Glue. That no one glue is supposed to be, but they got Wrath Glue. Is Wrath Glue for Death Knights? Because weren't Death Knights basically like Legion's demon hunters? Like, wasn't Death Knight, and this is not like a dig at anybody, but wasn't Death Knight like, didn't people make fun of Death Knights when they first released that it's like a baby class, you could just press like 2 buttons and kill everybody? Is that a bad joke? That's really bad, isn't it? So I guess what I'm saying, like, what's the glue for? Well, Death Knight's gotta eat. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I have no idea how good Death Knights are. I never played back in Wrath, but I always would have loved to, because that was the peak of World of Warcraft. I'm actually quite excited for this one. I'm not a classic guy myself, but Wrath, hey, that might be coming out. If anybody's excited, hey, there it is. Probably WoW's a peak expansion. WoW, when we're working DPS, nerfs, and more survivability. You think so? DPS nerfs, but more survival. I think they need damage buffs and single target in raids and dungeons, not in PvP. That's how I feel about them. Have you had on PTR but not on retail? Yo, Aram. What? PTR, I gotta add me, man. Seawark, how you doing, my guy? Arcane buffs? Yo, they buff the tier sets for every other spec. Seawark, maybe they could buff Arcane too. I'm good on you. I'm doing great, man. Does a Vampire Dragon has a mount? Does it? Oh, that would be wonderful. Yes, that would be cool if they added that as a mount. Time cap, hooktail. That would be an awesome mount, dude. A Pirate Dragon. That would be so sweet. I think that we should have had this as a dragon from the get-go. Because like, it got a cannon with cannonballs on the side. It got a hat, a necklace, bunch of like Jack Sparrow jewelry things, a hook for a tail. It's badass. Yeah, we still do +1 over on the Horde with Mikey, wow, and Chill Pills, and we need 2 more on Team Alliance with Chicago. If you guys want to join in the top of the chat, we have a pin on how to join the groups. LFG, head over to LFG, head over to Play vs. Play Premium Group, Custom PvP, find a group at top number 5 in the search, enter. I don't think you need any filters on NA. These duels are on NA, by the way. 1 more on Team Alliance, boys! And we'll be good to go. Demon Hunter Death Knight was busted like Monkey Mr. Pandaria. As always, new class is broken. Aram, actually, if you guys remember back in Pandaria, and tell me if I remember it wrong, didn't Monk start out kind of bad as Windwalker at first? Didn't they have like undertuned damage? And then Blizzard had to really go buff them, and then they became busted? I think initially monks were kind of like mediocre, weren't they? Or am I misremembering that one? Because maybe. But that's how I remember it. So I'm wondering how you guys remember it. Because I remember like pharaohs were better than monks. I remember monks walking into arena and then dying. Because you had like too long of a setup, or damage wasn't there, or healing was low, or something. Something was bad about them. And then Blizzard beefed them. And then for like that same season, they got beefy. All of a sudden, they were like the best duel in class, and they were just straight up punching you down. They were running around spawning chi orbs and just like straight up Sanic running around all over the place, just like eating rings. Except they were orbs. They were undertuned, but then they were busted. Yeah. I mean, it's an expansion where you introduce a new class. How do you get everybody to start playing that new class? How do you start that expansion? It would suck if you got like, oh, new class, but it sucks. That's why Demon Hunters were good in Legion. Well, yes. Well, yeah. Well, they were easy to pick up, but they were pretty decent. What are they? I remember, like, at the time I said Demon Hunters were overpowered, and everybody told me at the time on YouTube comments, oh, Dal has a vendetta against Demon Hunters. I was like, well, yeah, I do. They can see me in stealth. I'm a rogue, and they can see me in stealth. It's like natural. It should be like a natural rivalry. It's kind of like Paladins and Death Knights. They're just the opposites. That's how I looked at it. 5 in Chicago! We just did 1 more over on Team Horde, boys! This is a +1. By the way, Wolfie, my guy, popping in the chat. My man, thank you so much for doing arenas with me. Let's keep playing the games together. I really enjoyed them. I think we were doing really well. We had a really good win streak. We faced some serious teams out there, and we were performing pretty well. We hit that 1800. We can hit the 2100. Maybe even go to 2400, man. Just keep playing consistently together, because otherwise we have good synergy. Like, we're not even in a voice call. Oh, we have good synergy. What's up, TikTok gaming? My man, I'll be having a good one. Pandrax, how you doing, my guy? When you did an EU, actually, EU happened yesterday. Fridays is the 5V5 1v1 duel day. So, day before that, starting now, but yesterday. Same time starting now, but yesterday. EU, boys, by the way, anybody that's at EU in the chat, we're having daylight savings happening on the 13th. It'll be better for you guys to catch the streams. Very, very soon. I'm not going to change my NA schedule too hard. I'll probably post about it tomorrow on community section on YouTube, because I know I have a lot of people in the EU that watch the streams, and a lot of you guys got work and you can't catch the streams. On 13th it should be easier, so I will probably start next time daylight savings happens after like the summer here in the States when it's close to winter. I might just adjust my schedule so more EU boys can join in the streams, because for NA it's going to be like only an hour difference, but there's a lot of you watching in the EU, so if I adjust to help you guys out, I think it's good. I don't know, maybe, right? Maybe that's the plan, because there's a lot of you that watch in EU. Pat sells it. Yeah, that does. It's so good. So unlucky I fell with COVID videos. I'm sorry about the Oreos. Rest up, my guy. Take it easy. Kick back. Enjoy the duels. By the way, if you guys enjoy the content we do, because we haven't even started Arena today, if you guys enjoy the regular videos and regular content we do on this channel, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are watching the stream and you're not hit subscribe yet, what are you doing? You did one? Oh my goodness, boys, we need one more over on the Team Horde. One more NA Horde. There's a group. You find them over in Player vs. Player, Premier Group, Custom PvP. Find the group, top number 5, enter, and you get to play with Chill Pills. You get to play with Mikey. You get to play with the Dueling Boys over on the Horde side. You don't need specific gear. You don't need any kind of experience or rating. Everybody and anybody is welcome. Just know you'll be facing against some of the big Dueling Boys with gear. So if you're brave enough to stand toe-to-toe with them, give it your best shot, you are more welcome to. More than welcome to. Who was the legendary undead survival hunter from the Dueling? Dead. Dead was really, really cool, but Dead fell with a bad crowd, and we haven't seen Dead in a while. Yeah, Dead was a cool guy, but he was friends with a couple of dudes that were kind of toxic, kind of the kind of toxic that's like, oh, not like Mimi, but like, oh, yeah, like, yeah, he was a really nice dude, but he fell in with a bad crowd. Then it started rubbing off on him, and then last time Dead popped in the chat, he said he went to jail IRL. So I don't know what happened. He hasn't been around in a while. So I have no clue, to be honest. It was a while ago. Back in like, it was around for like Legion, I think, at BFA, and he was a really nice guy. I remember him and Zikari always had a back and forth. It was hilarious because they were literally hated each other, but for everybody in the chat, we were all finding it funny. They always were each other's throats, but to the point where it wasn't even friendly at some point, which is weird. Night King, yeah, my guy, I got you. We got a group, boys, for 5V5 1v1s. We got a match, Night King in Chicago. Whatever happened to Dead, I hope that boy's okay. He was always a really nice guy. I'm just so sad he fell in with a bad crowd. I would go in who he started hanging out with, but I don't feel like it's worth besmirching any names, personally. You know, I just live and let live. That's how I view it. By the way, we got 69 songs as part of this mix. God damn! Let's go, boys! 5V5 1v1 duels. We're doing today, we go Celtic, we're doing good. A little stuffy in the nose, but otherwise we're good. I think Lightspath and Dead had more beef with each other. Oh yeah, Lightspath, I remember him too. It's been a while. How you doing, by the way, Atho? What are you doing? Why not join the duels, by the way? We miss you. But yeah, Lightspath, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Again, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. Everybody got their own beef or not beef or whatever, you know. How you boys all doing, by the way? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm a little stuffy and I have really bad gag reflexes. Let's hope it doesn't interrupt the duels. Wow, that was weird. I'm literally tearing. Twitch. We got your boy Bellator. By the way, chat, I'm okay. We got your boy Bellator charging out receiver because trying to see if he can land. The poly. Moo! How do you dodge the spear? Just the other day, a guilty of mine said, you know what? I like the Bastion Kyrian spear. However, every class out there has a way to escape it. Sometimes the player will just move to the side and will just accidentally walk past it. And there it just happened. The spear came down. It looked like it should have hit Seavark. Looked like it would have caught his pin control, but it didn't. Bellator getting hit with the Mirrors of Torment. Silenced out, does get the interrupt onto Seavark. Is going for that pummel. Gonna be full burst on Seavark for now. Trying to get Bellator low in hell. Gonna be that big kill with friends and reach him. With the reflect from Bellator. Reflected back. Wait, did you reflect a huge? Oh, still massive damage on your boy Seavark landing that execute. Wait, so if Seavark is running that execute, what do you call it? Barrage, and you reflect it when you're low on health. Does that mean you reflect an empowered execute? Or am I wrong on that? You okay, Dal? I'm fine. Switch. Oh yeah, switch. I don't know if I did that or not. Did I? Well, I guess now I'll have that part of the footage to sync up together. Gonna be chilled. Going back in the game as an unholy death at this time. Trying out something different. Full touch of the magic out for Seawork, giving him the good touch. The big touch. Gonna be the ultra time for Seawork as he gets strangulated. Big damage on Seawork. Actually chose to ice block even though he has ultra time. I guess he felt like, you know what? I'm likely gonna die. And is going to cancel the ultra time since he's getting so much healing inside of the Ice Block Nova onto Chill Pills as well as the army of the boys. But the boys ain't going to stay long. Going to be a grip onto the mage. Interrupted on the Mirrors of Torment. Going to be the Lichborn to prevent himself getting hit with a poly. Chill Pills is eventually going to get silenced. And Rooted will actually be kind of limited on what he can do after a while. This is going to be one of the mirror images hitting. Chill Pills in the back. Has to wait out until Mirrors of Torment is finally over. Going to be another touch of the Magi with an interrupt by Chill Pills. Does get himself silenced with it though. Had to go for the interrupt, but it's going to put the Death Knight behind. Death Knight actually uses a lot of magic spells. The defensive defense is going to be, oh my goodness. Seawork just absolutely riddled that man with missiles. Oh my god. Seawork got that ballistic warfare. He just sending all the missiles out at your boy Chilled. Yo, my guy. I think Chilled, I don't know how many Arcane mages Chilled went up against, but this is probably the first time in a long while he's like, yo, this is a beefy Arcane mage burst right there. Next time he will not get caught by the same thing. Now he knows what to expect. That was full Arcane burst out of Seawork though. Full Arcane power. Orcageddon is going to be up next. Blade Storm for Seawork. Let's play the Tormented King's Legendary, so it's going to be an avatar. When you Blade Storm, when you get avatar, do you get that avatar root break? I guess you Blade Storm when you get a root break anyway, right? So I guess that only does it. Going to be double poly for Orcageddon. Was go for a trinket. That's going to be full burst shutdown as he had the banner rolling. Seawork just trying to minimize the amount of damage this warrior could do to him, just barraging him, pelting him with those missiles. Yeah, chill. It's a lot of damage out there, ain't it? There's a lot of damage out of this Arcane mage. It was absolutely blasting last week. Mirrors of Torment is huge in duels too, because there's not a lot of classes that can remove it. In a normal arena, Mirrors of Torment is massive. Well, it's not as... I guess it's big, but it's not as big because a healer could just remove it. But in a duel, you can't really stop it. It's just going to happen either way. Going to be Seawork trying to see if he can blast out. Going to be Orcageddon going for a big defensive within range of duration. Going to be Root from afar. Seawork might be able to get him low enough. If he gets him in execute range, could potentially be huge. Trying to get some blast in. Going to be Reflect for Orcageddon. Going to be Ultrasound for Seawork. Trying to see if he can blast out Orcageddon right now. Trying to go for the big execute because it's going to be potentially big, massive. Oh, got him blowing up. And as soon as you got him in that execute, he's basically got that warrior execute damage. Trap Walker rolling in, trying to see if he can trap Seawork down into a quick root, quick in cap, BDB down, Lexit to follow, potentially could be nothing for Seawork actually. It's got nothing real left. Trap Walker trying to make the most BDB damage happen, gonna be invis for Seawork, got himself 60% damage reduction from it. As he walk it away, big defensive. As Trap Walker still holding on to Trinket, still holding on to Karma, still holding on to a Diffuse Magic. Big port out of Trap Walker, looking for the reset. And Seawork looking to bail out of there ASAP. Trying to keep the slows on the monk as he goes for a fleshcraft. No mind, interrupt. I was gonna say no interrupt, but no. That's definitely an interrupt there. Trap Walker with a bringer boopity bop. Doesn't play the karma build, so he doesn't have the good karma, giving him the good heal. Gotta be a couple of missiles into the Zuen. Mirrors of Torment getting set up for Trap Walker. Could get close to Seawork and try to see if he can reflect it. Looks like he's just gonna go for that line of sight. Maybe he can get the mage closer to him. Seawork could potentially blink around the corner. Gonna be walking over that Necrolord puddle. Trap Walker could still reverse the Mirrors of Torment back to Seawork if he can get close enough. Trying to see if he can maybe Cosmic Gladiator tricking him down. Gonna be a big old punch, but he does get rooted from before, which is gonna be really bad to see him a Karma. He might need something right now. My goodness. Oh, Karma at the last second. And Seawork, is he just gonna try to burn through this? Oh, Seawork absolutely melted. Trap Walker finally got him on a lockdown for just half a second. My goodness, that was just the battle of the gods just now. That was something. Oh my goodness. Monkle Pone. I think you predicted that one, Celtic. Monk definitely did, Paul. It's 5 million versus Arcane Mage. It is 5 million versus Arcane Mage. It's true. That's a tough matchup. Gonna be a trick for Trap Walker. See the BDB decides, you know what? I don't have a defensive to live the Sensei got full burst ready. That's gonna be BDB together with set of images. I guess he does these things to win out of that one. But it's still, Trapwalker felt like, you know what? I don't have the survivability for this one. He is going to have to play the chess match with Sensei. Needs to land his own BDB. Needs to get cooldowns out of Sensei as well. And find a way to try to survive and try to live it. Sensei just needs to wait until next leg sweep. And I think he has himself a victory guaranteed. Sensei meeting Trapwalker with a Fist of Fury. Just pounding those fists at him. Parrying out all the attacks. Trapwalker just trying to generate some chi right now. Going to be Zuen joining him. Maybe with that orc ratio, potentially big damage parry. Oh, in cap, leg sweep on the Sensei does take full damage. Gonna be full damage. It's gonna be a leg sweep. Oh, with Sensei trinking out of it, bailing out of it. Trapwalker knew there was gonna be a lot of damage. Sensei popping into one of his own. Wait, Sensei could be dead. Wait, there's still images on him. Sensei has to actually get aggressive. Actually tries to walk over to Trapwalker as the images were dropping him down. Wait, Trapwalker always just cheesed the hell out of Sensei. He just turned the attention, started beating up Zuen, let the images continue beating up Sensei from afar. Gonna be Zuen for Trapwalker this time, trying to see if he can get a land, or actually land of Boopity Bop was Sensei's. Fist of Fury out of Trapwalker really early. Zuen, where did he go? Zuen? There you are. Why is Zuen so far away? Kick onto Sensei. Sensei needs another leg sweep. Potentially big damage. Leg sweep. Trapwalker, does he survive this? Unless Sensei kills him right now. Almost doesn't have damage. Trapwalker ports in the last second. Rolling Dragon Punch doesn't really do much. He's going to be ringing Boopity Bob, keeping him away. And Trapwalker does get to survive another day. If Trapwalker can go for big damage afterward, and he did that big damage onto Sensei without a Zuen. If he could do that again with all the images, he'll be in a good spot. The Resonator Trinket, I think it was down for either Trapwalker or Sensei. Sensei with that Karma. The trap still has a karma of his own. Gonna be images, big kick, in cap onto the trap. It looks like Sensei's just trying to AFK him out as best as possible. Trapwalker just to catch up to Sensei. That is his burst. That is his cooldowns. Doing some damage to Sensei. Those monk images, the Storm Earth and Fire, are doing a bit of damn. Have blocking literally 4 seconds. That's so sad. That's all good Seawork. Don't worry about it, my guy. It happens. Sensei going for the big kick. So the Trapwalker Fist of Fury flying by this monk Sensei. Looking to kick back, but behind the pillar with Verifies to follow. That's just looking for that reset. In cap on the Trapwalker. Sensei with the BDB. Sensei might have the go. Trinket on Trapwalker. I think Sensei's going to have a trinket by the time Trapwalker gets a leg sweep. And both of the monks get to separate from one another. Like a Trapwalker should have a flesh cut of his own. Very, very soon. Ring of Peas, aka... Beep a boopity bop. So I'll call it a ring of boopity bop because the ring does boop you out of there. So ring of boops and bops, ring of boopity bop is what I usually call it. Big Fist of Fury, massive kicks, one Dragon Punch, Sensei, no health whatsoever. Does he just go down right now? Trapwalker just needs a bit more damage to the Zuen. The images are continuing to burn damage into Sensei. They're being relentless. But it looks like they might be disappearing very, very soon. Sensei's still super low. Looks like Trapwalker was continuing to attack Zuen while images mimic that damage into Sensei. Sensei held super low. That's going to be Trinket. Karma immediately into Trinket onto for Trapwalker as he... Or actually, no, just Incap. No Trinket. I think he just broke it with Karma. Flesh cut off for Trapwalker. I don't know how Sensei recovers this. Wait, hold on. Sensei has a leg sweep. Images. BDB. Does Sensei get the biggest damage versus Trapwalker? It's going to be leg sweep. It'll be a little delayed with his damage. Potential offensive fury locking down Trapwalker. Doesn't quite do it. Sensei needs to catch back to him. Trapwalker so far been able to avoid him quite well. Fist of Fury is finally going to lock down Trapwalker. Quick in cap onto Sensei so he doesn't get to finish his Rolling Dragon Punch. And Trapwalker looking to roll out of there. Sensei hits him with a Ring of Peace, booping him out of the way. Trapwalker now might be able to have a go of his own versus Sensei. Unless Sensei has like a human racial coming up soon. Which I don't think he should. I think it's like a 1.5 minute CD when you use a normal trinket on the human racial. Potentially. So you can't use a human racial. You used to be able to like, what, normal trinket, then human racial a minute after. Now it's like a minute 30. I don't think he'll have an out. Gonna be that Resonator Trinket. I think there's no way for him to stop it. Big Resonator, massive kick, and oh, Trapwalker with a Resonator Grenade. Cosmic Trinket. Blast into smithereens. Absolutely just throws a grenade, lets it cook there, takes him out. Wow from Frostmourne is up next as a Fire Mage. Wait, is Wow, is that the same guy as Sus? Or because he looks like he got the same mug. It's a Night Elf. Very similar mug. And also Frostmourne. But we got Wow in here. Trying to see if he can yayo down onto Trapwalker. Hits him with a fear. Oh, breath. Actually, not even close to a fear. I think, actually, both of this range effects. Big Cosmic Trinket. Gonna be repawning Trapwalker. Does go for combustion after. The Trinket can no longer crit. But Wow is still Trinkets out, trying to max out the damage. Does get the right angle of the Ring of Peace. Still continue to just plunge those Pyroblasts into Trapwalker. as the man is going to go for Vivify's behind the pillar. Soul Shape over as WoW wants to continue the pressure, sending out the Phoenix Flames. Nova onto Trapwalker, does get him interrupted on nature, but Trapwalker with a flashcraft in his face, not much you can really do about it. Shifted power with a leg sweep out of Trapwalker, BDB down, WoW could be in trouble. Fist of Fury flying, big Whirling Dragon Punch to follow, does get the alter time at a right time, so you will be able to gain back health as long as he remembers to press the button again. Trapwalker looking for a bit of a reset, trying to get whatever health he can. It's gonna be WoW sending out a couple Pyroblasts at the boy. Big breath, does he go for a ring? Trying to land a ring of peace so he doesn't give him healing from the polymorph. Gonna be Fireball since he's locked out on Frost anyway. That's gonna be Target Sphere for Trapwalker with potentially almost an invis out of WoW, but he can't really do much. Has to go for an Ice Bug, does not want to give away the Cauterize just yet. And Trapwalker is given an opportunity to recover. He did have a Zuwen on this mage though, so blocking the Zuwen and the Monk one-shotting damage is not the worst idea ever. Poly out of the mage, as he's gonna continue to try playing the game. Playing the Triple Shield Lego, isn't Triple Shield like really nerfed? Chat, is there a point of playing Triple Shield anymore for mages? I mean, I think defensively, like if you want to deal with a class that has a lot of purges, like shamans or priests, I think Triple Shield is still really good. But is Triple Shield like really good defensively anymore? Or did it nerf it enough where like a damage legendary is better at this point? Wow, getting blasted out by the... Oh my god, the Cosmic Grenade with the Rise of the Sun kick, just taking out so much of his health. The Trapwalker taking him out with Chicago. Gonna be up next as Warlock. Wait. Oh, hey, looking like a farmer. I like it. We got us in Chicago over here with a big toxic backpack. I really need that toxic backpack myself. But it's going to be Trapwalker trying to bail out. Earth Elemental enraged all red versus Trapwalker trying to land those Fist of Fury. Chicago just hit him with a Frost Shock. Ellie Blaster Follow. Sunders the Monk trying to roll out of there. So that's a perfect Sunder just trying to disrupt him. Going to be their Earth Elemental pedaling it over there. Trying to continue the pressure on Trapwalker. We're hitting that 30-minute duel. 51% dampener game, boys. And Trapwalker trying to find a way to deal with Chicago. Going to be a Storm Strike getting set up by the Shaman. By getting in cap. Trapwalker trying to give himself a bit of healing. The Chain Harvest just harvests, or I need defensive that Trapwalker wanted to generate. Going to be Chicago seeing that Karma hit them. But is this going to be fine? As Trapwalker not really using that Karma super defensively, more like a deterrent rather. Boom, big port out of Trapwalker trying to see if he can get out of the way. But unless you like plan to put the port like super far away, I think you just want to port as like a last final choice of anything I can do. I'm just gonna press the port button and see what happens. So Wolfie, how you doing? The Necrolord. Oh, I kind of like that shoulder and the back piece and like the bare chest for the orc with the goggles. That actually looks so cool as a Necrolord. You got the axes for it too. That actually looks dope. That Mog looks great. Gonna be Chicago trying to go for a bit of a reset away from Wolfie, as Wolfie got the Ghost was in there. Wolfie playing the Sky Fury Totem, so likely playing the same elemental enhancement build. Big Ellie Blast on Chicago, and Chicago looking for the recovery, trying to go for a stun. I don't know whose stun totem it was, but looks like Chicago's got his... Oh no, it's a Wolfie's stun totem. Gonna be sending Chicago down, could potentially be big damage. Gonna be a battle match chicken for Chicago as they're trying to go for as much self-healing as possible with the Draenei Racial, trying to give him whatever healing they can. 59% dampening, trying to go for as much self-healing. Gonna be Thunder Totem for the both of them. Wolfie going for the Big Chain Harvest. Could be anyone's game, both of them are so low. It's gonna be up to the mana. Wolfie has plenty of mana, but no Maelstrom by the looks of it. Trying to get big zaps in Chicago. It looks like the zaps do pay off with Banana Flock. Oh, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. For some reason I saw Ben and I thought of Banana Flock. I guess I can't read. But Ben Affleck gonna be up next. Just gonna be farming these boys out. Yo, I love the mutton shops. I love that whole like the facial hair setup he's got on this man right here, dude. Ben Affleck. Huge. Banwell? Wait, is this Banwell? Like the streamer guy? Is it really? Wolfie dropping down massive Sky Fury Totem versus Ben. As he goes for a port, quick interrupt to Wolfie is trying to see if he can load him up full of dots. Soul Rot? I was gonna say Soul Reaper for a second, but Soul Rot, right? Full dots, exchange massively. Wolfie has nothing he can do. Oh, he just snaked him out of there. The Windwalker, is it really? As a Warlock? Yo, I've been seeing a lot more Affliction Warlocks in Arena, and they've been insane. And they've actually been insane. They've been ridiculously good. Like the rot damage they put up on you, extended dots, rotting ya. Has that just happened out of nowhere? Has they been good last season? Because I don't remember Warlocks being good up until then. Casper, how you doing? Hey, are there any teams on Alliance in our group? Chicago is got a group on Alley. How you doing, by the way, Casper? Let's get another one going, boys. Yeah, ban Affliction. That was awesome. Down for arenas like a Glad or Feather Warrior or DK. Do you get Glad? Is it better to play a Warrior or Death Knight? Warrior, I want to say, because Warriors have been good all. This is why I want to say Warrior. They've been good all of Shadowlands. There's a good chance they'll continue being good for the rest of the Shadowlands. And the expansions after. Is this an A? This is an A, sub dude. What's up? This is an A. Yesterday's EU, Saturday's an A. How you doing, by the way? Hope you are having a good one, my guy. Blades Edge Arena. Alrighty. Let's see if we can go for 13 NA. How many duels are we at on NA? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Huge. Massive. Amazing. Dal, we've been super busy grinding PvE stuff. Also having a long ass work days to come home exhausted. God's the I haven't started PvP yet either. I was looking forward to duels. That's all good, Arthur. Don't worry about it. I was just kind of teasing you. We just miss you in duels. That's all. We just miss you is all. That's all I was saying. For arena, yeah. So for arenas, Vador, chat. That's a sneeze, not a cough. I'm not a gag either. Chat, for arenas, what would you guys recommend for VTOR? Do you think a Warrior or a Death Knight has a better chance to get Gladiator? I want to say Warrior, dude. My gut, my Bickeltiran gut says it's Warrior, but that's just only because they've been good so far. All expansion, and I think the double Legos are looking really juicy. Kyrian plus any other damn Lego. Sheesh. God damn. Like what? I mean, Necrolord Death Knight looks really good too. Which? Got us as Ori over for the team. One, look at the cheese down. Wow, with a big convoke. That's gonna knock him up in the air with the sounds. Wow, get hit with a bash. Ori, look at the blast him out. Oh my goodness. Ori swiping him out in the bear form. Wow, we're having to go for Ice Mog that early. Oh, Ori. By the way, I can't even tell what that Mog looks like because it's all blue for you. Gonna be nature lockout for Ori. Try to pick up another star. Does have a star, could charge out of WoW if he wants. So it looks like maybe Ori's gonna potentially charge out at him, looking to interrupt him. Is gonna knock him up in the air. Triple shield is up, but just burning through it really quickly. Ori with the bark skin, gonna be the cosmic trinket. Looks like he's gonna bow out of there. Looking to reset behind the pillar. Full combustion down for the mage as Ori bark skins us and hoping to live it. Wow, just blasting him out with big combustion damage as Ori looking for the heal but cannot find it. Gonna be an interrupt out of WoW. Ori does go into bear form. Needs probably go for Friends of Region. Worst up with a cyclone to WoW. Could potentially be a trinket, likely breath. Oh, whoa, Ori could be in a bad spot. As a fireball comes out, WoW almost lands into Ori. Just needs one more ability, one more damage ability to just get Ori low enough. Gonna be that clone out of the Druid either way. But that Mog looks... Is that Mog different than it was in PTR, boys? I feel like that Mog looks a little different than it was in PTR. I don't remember it being so... I remember it being more gray than like porcelain looking. Bash onto WoW is interrupted and silenced while standing inside of the solar beam, looking for that shifting power. Ori does knock him back. I was gonna say, does he typhoon him? Gonna be leaping towards WoW with an explosion with that star, looking to knock up WoW as he bumps his head on the bridge. Gonna be a regrowth for Ori as he's running while casting. This man is going for the Starfall casting moving build. A quick roar by Ori. Picking up yet another star. Could charge out of WoW with it. Looks like it's exactly what he's gonna do. But the root doesn't let WoW go anywhere. Ori needs to make sure he's inside of an eclipse because those stars, they do astral damage, which is nature and arcane. And if he's inside of an eclipse, which either buffs nature or arcane, depending if it's solar or lunar, leaping out of that ring of frost, I like it. If he's inside of an eclipse, it buffs anything that's astral damage. Because if he just buffs one, then he'll buff the other. However, if he enters celestial alignment, he buffs both. He gains 3 double dips into it. Another, power shift and just a knockup. Wow, look at the CC chains Ori got. He's just interrupted this mage constantly with those knockups. Got himself mobility with that Starfall, doing a bit of extra damage. Ori just super mobile this round. Soul Shade for WoW, I think he's trying to land a breath. Gonna be a Cyclone attempt by Ori. WoW does get himself a triple shield rolling. Knock back into WoW, Ori is gonna land himself a clone either way. Looking for that recovery on health. Absolutely crazy duels by this Druid. Going for some of the most unorthodox plays I've ever seen. Trying to maybe land a cyclone onto WoW as he goes in for a fireball. Going to be a combustion. Silenced on fire completely. Is continuing to stand inside of the solar beam. Got himself big combustions for Ori. Ori has massive damage rate to go very, very soon. Convoke massive damage onto WoW. Does he have any way to survive it? It's going to be cauterized right now. It has ultra time. Star Surge. Oh, and Ori has the seed out in the open. I think WoW actually might have canceled that seed. He was like, you know what? Good game. Good game. Damn, Ori popping off. Ori still has Incarnation, by the way, versus Sensei. He's trying to go for a bow. He's trying to give him a nice bow. And Sensei is going to go for a bow of his own. Ori has Incarn. He has a lot of potential damage, but he's just letting Sensei chill. He's not rushing him, even though I feel like he should have every reason to do so. As it's going to be Livestream tricking immediately for Ori. Since he's the BDB, going to be Zoom joining in. Going to be a knockback onto Sensei. And Ori looking to bail out of that completely without soul shape. Just trying to snake his way out of this situation. And so far been able to avoid any burst damage out of Sensei. Did burn a trigger for it. Trying to see if he can go for a juke. Doesn't quite get the proper juke. Is going to go for a bash so you can separate away from Sensei either way. Trying to get some dots rolling onto the monk. Going to be a port for the monk as he gets up close to Ori. Looking for maybe potentially big damage. Cyclo by Ori so you can separate away from the monk threat. And Sensei looking to potentially slowly but surely walk towards Ori, but using the line of sight for cover as Ori just barraging him from the sky. And is looking to pick up the star. It's going to knock up Sensei. Next time he goes for a burst. Sensei trying to be very careful. Going to be knocked up by Ori, but it's going to be Sensei going for that in cap. With a ring of peace, booping Ori out of the way. Jukes a win wild. Yeah, he basically jukes a win completely. Ori picking up another star. And is looking to maybe give himself a better angle. More stars spawning in for Ori. That's a lot of stars, actually. The only star I need is Ori, though. He's a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. Gonna be a silence interrupt onto the flesh cut Sensei going up in the air again with a knockback. Oh, as he's trying to get set up onto Ori, you're just gonna knock him up in the air and then knock him back further. Really giving him that air time. Kind of crazy. Big damage onto Sensei. Bash going to be a trinket. Leg super to Ori as he got himself only bark skin. Does Ori have any ways to survive this right now? War Stomp. Cyclone to Sensei. Does disrupt it. Sensei has no way out of it. Ori does survive this narrowly with just bark skin. Oh, you know, that mug does look a lot more grayer when you're out of boomy form. Just in boomy form, it looks a lot lighter. It's kind of like the dress. Is it black and blue? Is it blue and black and blue and white and gold? And to me, that dress looks more white and gold when Ori is in boomy form, and more black and blue when it's out of form. Quick interrupt on that cycle. Fist of Fury flying. Ori trying to see if he can escape the one. Knock up back again on Sensei. Does chain the Typhoon with the knock up as well. As Sensei ports up on the top side of the platform, in cap onto Ori. As looking to get some damage in. Ori with a Whirling Dragon Punch does take damage, but it's going to be able to mostly avoid Sensei. Cyclone to follow. Actually non-DR'd. I'm surprised Cyclone was in DR by this point. Did he just Cyclone the guy? Oh no, he attempted to and he got interrupted. That's what it was. Bashed by Ori. Silence. Full burst on the Sensei. Does he have the most damage? Sensei is under trouble. Going to be a Karma. Is going to be able to burn through a Karma very, very quickly. Ori with the bark skin as he gets hit with the leg sweep. Going to be a knock up on the Sensei. Sensei super low in health. Oh, Ori just kept it cool and collected as he's just getting absolutely decimated by the monk. And Ben Affleck is going to be up next, setting up a gateway with Demonic Portal just porting into Ori. Mortal Coil hits him immediately. Ori is going to be under a ton of pressure. Stunned. Ben Affleck just extending all those dots. Fully max out the dot damage. Ori could at least remove Agony at best, but he's just under a ton of pressure. Going to be potentially the shackles, but doesn't quite get it. Cyclone onto Ben, but I think Ori's is dead to dots. Ben Affleck just got the craziest, biggest dots ever. Is this made like a full versatility master build or something? Like the biggest dot damage you could imagine? Is that what's going on? Chopa is going to be up next as Ben goes for a quick drain off of that slime pit. As Chopa should be able to grip him down. Silence on the Ben Affleck jumping after him. And the pet empowered. Trying to see if he can catch the Warlock is going to chain of ice as Ben does contagion his dots, allowing him to rapidly tick on the enemy target. Chillpills taking a bit of damage as Ben goes for a quick fear with a drained soul, a drained life rather. Quick board by Ben, and Chillpills is going to be taking a bit of that damage, sacrificing his ghoul pet and summoning a new one. Quick yoink from a mile away onto Ben, who's going to jump under. He's just gonna let those dots stick down on Chillpills, stunning him. Chillpills could potentially trinket out of it, doesn't quite want to. He's gonna go for an interrupt into Ben Affleck, having to go for as many death strikes as possible just to heal through the damage, but the damage, I mean, it's really ramping up. Ben, again, contagioning his dots, making him tick rapidly onto Chillpills, fearing him out of the anti-magic zone, or at least attempting to Lichborn up for Chillpills. So he might be able to use the runic power to heal himself with Death Call while Lichborn makes him an undead. And Ben Affleck actually focusing damage and the healing off of the pet. I guess he's trying to make sure he's avoiding Chillpill's, what's it called? Spell Warden, which has begun nerfed recently, in order to actually get some healing, because if he has AMS or Spell Warden, if you drain life and absorb, it doesn't heal you. So that's why Ben Affleck is likely draining the pet, even though the pet is basically lifeless to drain whatever remnants of life it has in it. Stun onto Ben Affleck as he goes in for full defensive. Army of the Dead joins in. It's going to be UA getting set up fully. Ben Affleck has full burst available. It's going to rapid contagious dots. Could potentially go for full max out on dots with the Dark Glade and everything. So right, getting set up, definitely gonna go for full burst. Chillpills at this point just needs to find a way to survive. Does get interrupted on Ben Affleck, but he's still just getting rotted down. Needs to go for a flash grab. Does get himself a big shield to survive this damage. Still ticking out the shield. He getting eaten away by all those rapid dots, just contagion upon him. Oh my god, those dots are just brutal. Ben Affleck trying to go for a stun around the corner. More to call at Chillpills as he goes for a trinket. And Ben just doesn't leave at all. He's just relentless. Drain life of the pet as he catches up on a lot of healing. Chillpills left with just a couple of dots behind the pillar. Not much you can really do just to tick out. If he pokes his head out, Ben is just going to reapply those dots. AMS is up for Chillpills. Might be able to give him a break he needs. There's a little bit more runic power. Ben Affleck goes for a big port. Chillpills potentially could go for a grip. He's going to go for a death call spam with Chain of Ice. Should be able to generate a lot of resources. Ben just back it up out of here. Most likely going to go for a port, isn't he? Just letting the dots rot down Chill. Chill has a really long AMS, by the way. How is this thing lasting? Does he have a legendary for AMS? That's a really long lasting AMS, but that thing lasted for like 15 seconds. Or something like that. How? What the? But Chillpills is going to be able to mount up. At least get himself a reset. Still some kind of dots chicken on him. But Ben is going to be chasing after him. Does Chillpills even have a pet? I think, yeah, there goes summon you one. I think that pet literally brought down to dots. So far, Chillpills is trying to see if you can rot. He's the class that's supposed to be able to rot down the enemy target. Drop down the ghouls, clawing down the enemy, putting up full dots on him, letting the enemy contagion with diseases. But Ben Affleck is the one with the ability in dots. Spellborn trying to keep Chillpills alive as best as possible. Does have AMS when he catches up to Ben, trying to see if he can get an angle on him. Stun around the corner. Ben taking a bit of damage from the pet. More to call into Chillpills. Potential full dots on Chillpills right now. Does get the AMS rolling, but Ben Affleck can't really go for any kind of self-heals. It's going to be a silence as the Army of the Dead joins in. Used to get the Army of the Dead over to Ben. Does need to go for a grip around the corner. That AMS is going to last for a long while, but only for so long. Whoa. When Spellboard and AMS pop on together, they like make a... Whoa, the combination of blue and green actually makes it pretty cool. It's like a really bright light blue. It's like a really light blue AMS. That's kind of cool looking. Unstable Affliction for Ben Affleck. As he tried to land a Soul Rod, full dots, full contagion. Chillpills only has an ABF. Trying to drain life of the pet. Chillpills has no way to interrupt it. Gonna be anti-magic zone for Chillpills with IBF. Just trying to give himself as much survivability as possible. Drain life huge for Ben. Is it gonna give himself a lot of healing? Trying to go for Checkable Addiction. Oh, rotting down the Death Knight with the spell warding getting nerfed. I think a lot of that pressure by Death Knights is kind of out of the window. Wolfie trying to max out the damage on the Ben. I think kind of getting baited to jump off the edge. Going to be Ben jumping off. Is most likely going to have a port. Yep. As he contagion his dots, they're going to be rapidly taken away at Wolfie. Is going to be rotting down quite a bit. Does go for a drain life on the Earth Elemental. Full of life summoned up by the shaman. Look at Yolanda Fear onto Wolfie. I think Wolfie just missed that interrupt. Wall is up for Ben Affleck. Needs to go for a dark pact as soon as possible. Get himself as many shields as he can. He's going to go for as many dots and just kite out Wolfie. Wolfie without wall. Big Ellie blast back into Ben Affleck. The Warlock could be in trouble. Does go for an interrupt on that Flesh Scout. Trying to go for drain life, but it's going to be a quick interrupt. Soul Rod up for Ben Affleck. Looking for drain on both the pet and Wolfie. He was actually able to recover quite a bit of health. It is going to extend the dots onto Wolfie as well as the dots onto that pet. Wolfie's under ton of pressure. Wait, Wolfie could be in really bad trouble. That's kind of think drain with the drain life going to be UA up. Wolfie under ton of point. Does he just melt to the dots? Wolfie under a ton of pressure, just suffering from the dots and diseases. Affleck actually might have him. Wolfie Oh no, Soul Shaper on the corner. Ban just trying to keep him. I keep missing his name all the time. Ban trying to see if he can get around the angle. Gonna be asunder by Wolfie. Interrupted Ban. Drain life. Is that enough for him to live? Oh, how does he do it? How does this man do it? Mortical into Orc before he can even land and execute. What is this? Can't kill that? It's insane. Wow, that is crazy. The Affliction Warlock self-healing with Drain is incredible. Ban is, I mean, dude's doing well. Ban is doing fantastic. Trying to land a stone into Orc. That's going to be Drain life, trying to get whatever healing. There's no way he lived that. At best, he could just put up some dots on an Orc. He did as best he could. Insane map for Lock. It is. You're right, Seavark. You are correct. Thinking about Seavark, he's popping in next. Versus Orc is given an opportunity to at least land a flesh cup. Yo, I want to see Ban play more. I want to see Ban play more. This man is insane. I want to see how well he versus in other arenas. Like in other arena maps. This guy's nuts. Yo, keep that Warlock if you can, boys. Be like, yo, Warlock, can you stick around? You're super fun to watch. Oh my god. This is so good. Orc charging out over versus Seavark is going to be Mirza Torment tormenting him. Touching magic in the subs, but Seavark as looking to get Orc low enough on health. It is going to be silence as Orc gets up close and personal. Going to be that big parry or big execute. Potentially big damage for Orc. Has reflect for Seavark. Actually looks like he does reflect big damage. But Seavark does get the angle with that Arcane power roll in. And big damage for Arcane increase. With Bellator going to be up next. Looking to charge out. I really like Bellator's Mog, by the way. Trying to stay aggressive or get as aggressive as he can versus Seavark. Going to be all the time in case Seavark wants to change up position. Is going to be able to reflect up for Bellator really early. Trying to see maybe if we can reflect some of the damage out of Seavark. Is not going to be able to interrupt him there from the Door of Shadows. As the mage gives himself more repositional, more mobility. Bellator trying to see if he can waddle over to him. He's just getting riddled with the missiles though. It's crazy. A Seavark trying to see if he can get Bellator low enough. Once you get him in that execute ranges though, that is going to be big barrages really hitting Bellator hard. Going for the fear just so you can see Seavark. I didn't realize you could just jump up and fear him like that. Charging around the ramp, and that's going to be that Kyrian Spear. I feel like the Kyrian Spear has maybe way too much travel time. Is it just me? And that's me saying as a rogue. The warriors like will spear you and I guess you got a cloak, but when you don't have a cloak, I guess you got evasion. And I guess when you don't have evasion, you can disarm him. Actually, you know what? Rogues do have a way to get a spear quite easily. You can't really vanish it. I don't think you can. Well, you can vanish it to like get invisible, but I think the spear will still hold you in place. If the warrior's blade storming, it doesn't really matter. But it's going to be Seavark trying to get Bellator low. Bellator might be in trouble. That's going to be Mirza Torment. Eventually, it's going to set him up. Going to be Arcane Blast, but Seavark just trying to get Bellator low enough. Missiles flying. Going to be Root. Oh, that Root was so unforged. That Root was unfair because he didn't even hit Seavark. He charged at him. Game, hello? I feel like with that Root, it's like as soon as you use an ability, you're rooted. I feel like it should be like when you connect with that ability, you're rooted. Like when you charge, Seavark then gets rooted. I feel like it's more fair than like, hey, I intend to charge rooted. And I feel like it just kind of catches you off guard. Yo, let's get another one going here, boys. Yeah, yo, keep that Banwell guy in there, man. That guy was nuts. That guy was insane. 3 out of 5. All right, Chicago. Let's see if we can get some new bodies over for the Team Alliance, boys. What PvP item mode should people be before start doing arena? Or actually, if you wanted to get into arena this season, if you grind out, he left Unforge. Actually, could you ask him, be like, yo, you can keep playing if you want him. Or, don't want to bother him. I just appreciate having a Affliction Warlock pop in like that. It was just super fun. It's broken. It is really nuts. But alright, if you want to fly, that's fine. That's perfectly cool. I appreciate him joining in. Banwell, huh? I think I've seen Banwell streams on Twitch before. That guy's nuts. That guy's insane. Yo, boys, if you guys are watching the stream, if you're enjoying yourself, hit the thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. If you guys are watching these duels and enjoying yourselves, what are you doing? Hit subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't yet already. You're on stream anyway. You might as well subscribe as well as the bell if you want to catch more 9.2 content. 915 updates showing PTR very soon. Potentially WoW Wrath Classic. I'm not a classic kind of guy, but Wrath, yo, Wrath could be different. Wrath could be different. It was the pinnacle of classic content. What's up, Rob? How you doing, man? What's up, my guy? Hope you have a good one. If you think Arcane broken, you need to rethink, buddy, sir. Right? Yo, Arcane is good, but yeah, Banwell 1 up to Q3s. That's all good. I appreciate him joining in. He's not gonna do more? That's all good. That's all good. I appreciate him popping in here. It was really, really fun to watch an Affliction Warlock just absolutely blasted. Because I've been seeing a lot more Affliction Warlocks in arenas. But duels, not that kind of good. Alright, if you go and get a full set of PvP gear like Honor gear and max upgraded, you'll actually have gear that's equivalent to last season's best in slot, max versa, season 2 gear, conquest gear, maxed out, like elite gear. You'll have the same scaling for that gear. So like if you're trying to get into the season this week, you should get a full Honor set, a full piece of Honor gear and max it out with Honor. It's a lot of grinding, but seriously, just hop into BGs and just grind it out and start doing conquest capping this week. This is what you should be doing this week if you want to be competitive, especially if you're behind in versatility. Like grinding out BGs, grinding out Honor would be the way to go. Warriors the only melee that can beat Arcane. That's true. Warriors do have it a little bit rough, especially with Mirrors of the Torment. That can be tough. It's unreal to reach him. It is really tough, isn't it? You go fire, you lose 100% of the time to Fury, but Arcane wins. Well, I feel like it is definitely one of the tougher specs. It all depends, right? Certain classes and certain specs do counter each other in PvP. Alliance and user, it's hard. 9 out of 10 is losses. Yeah, I feel you, Aura. I feel ya. But that is a way of going about it. Is to get as much versatility as you can with the gear that scales up in PvP. So if you did want to grind out the gear, I mean, I guess cap in Conquest, you could cap out Conquest at like the Lomar too, like with a buddy or something. Like you might, you know, just do arenas and maybe like the game will put you at first Lomar games where if you just have a bit of coordination with your team, you might be able to beat players with gear. I think it's doable. Or go and also do the new quest line for the Zereth Mortis for PvP to get the Resonator Trinket. That thing can win you games. They nerfed it, but it's still very, very powerful. And especially at low MMR, people don't expect that trinket, don't really know what to do with it. So like stun somebody, drop down the trinket, and be like, oh, what is this thing? Boom, they're dead. So some people still get surprised by it. Use it right now before everybody figures out how you deal with it. Because once everybody figures out how to deal with it, ever tried to sign up in custom? Yo, Nick, how you doing? We got ourselves groups. I don't know if Chicago has one more spot ready. Looks like Night King is ready. I think Night King got a 5-man. Chicago looking for one more in Alliance. Over in custom PvP. If you guys want to join it, player versus player, premier group, custom PvP, find a group, top number 5 in the search, hit enter, and you're good to go. We're doing these today over on NA. So NA 5V5 1V1 DUELS, you got Alliance group and the Horde group with Night King leading the Horde and Chicago leading the Alliance. How's it counter if he doesn't reach you? Enhances is Arcane's second hardest counter in WoW. So the reason Enhances a counter for mages or Arcane is because they got a range interrupt, grounding, purge. Purge can remove a lot of the Arcane buffs. Grounding can be huge when you're trying to line up some damage. You drop down grounding, mage has to disrupt their damage. You can also be a nice disruptor when they're trying to land a paladin setup. Getting a range kick from afar does also make it difficult for Arcane mage to replay. Chicago Night King ready to go. Boys, let's get another one up and running. Yeah, let's get another duel up and running, boys. Hell yeah, Runes of Lord are on. Easy. I'm gonna save that one just in case. Okay, chat, I gotta go blow my nose real quick. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Oh my god. It feels so much better. I'm stuffy today, a little bit. And that shit trickles down the back of your throat. It just tastes so terrible. My gag reflexes just keep reacting. I kept trying to hold it back, but it's so hard, boys. It is so tough. Twitch. We should be good though. Should be pretty healthy now. Hopefully. We looks like we're missing somebody on team 1, which is on 4, but we got C-Vark over on team 2. Sensei Speed joining in. I like that look. We got ASUS Wimpy also as Boomy, and Chicago gonna be first up. I think it's the first time Chicago been able to go first in these duels. Let's go, boys. I like it, I like it. Oh my god. Chat, tell me if there's something in my face right now. Please tell me. Belchor getting absolutely blasted by Chicago. Try to see if he can spear him down, though. It looks like Belchor was the one trying to do the most damage to Chicago, but it was kind of rough. And Chicago had the answer. Got himself full Ghost Souls damage rolling with the Earth Elemental as an extra support for that health. Belchor going for that fear versus Chicago. And finally, they got himself a bit of a break, a bit of a breather, a little bit of a way to reconnect and disconnect. For a second, disconnect from Chicago and the damage they're putting out, reconnect with his cooldowns, wait out for them for just a moment. Gonna be Belcher with a reflect, potentially could reflect a big earth shock, or not an earth shock, but a lightning bolt or an LA blast for Chicago, which could be massive. Belcher under a ton of pressure, gonna be the stun as he gets super low in health, spear onto Chicago, and the wolves are getting yoinked back in, everything getting yoinked back in, literally using the spear just to keep Chicago at bay as they're able to charge in after generating a little bit of cooldown reduction, a little bit of weight, a little bit of a recuperation. Sunder by Chicago with a center follow, gonna be potentially death for Belcher. Does go for a commanding shout. Does Belcher play a double charge or an impending victory? Because if I think he played impending victory. I think he's playing impending victory. He needed that heal. But Belcher still might be in trouble. Reflect is up. Chicago reflected with a frost shock, and the ghost wolves do bite down. That's tough to deal with. That is a rough match. That is difficult with the paladins these days. I feel like we usually have a lot of paladins in these duels. I feel like we're getting quite a bit of that non-paladin variety for the day. Ooh, grounding totem dropping down for Wolfie, and Chicago does end up dunking out that Ellie blast into the grounding, missing Wolfie. So that grounding totem actually had quite a bit of value. Chicago also playing grounding totem. I feel like when we've seen Wolfie pop it cooldowns, this could be massive. Can grounding totem absorb chain harvest completely? I think it might, right? Wolfie popping in wall. Is it dropping down Sky Fury? Chicago backing up out of there for a second before getting back next to Wolfie. Wolfie got himself an Earth Elemental rolling. That's actually a lot of defenses for Wolfie used already. Chicago's still using their cooldowns. Could go for their own cooldowns. Wait, does Wolfie play the new Ghost Wolf? The Fox Wolf? The Fox form? Wait a second, you can already get that right now? That's kind of nutty. Is it with honor you get it or what? Wolfie going in. I think it was actually no. I think it might have been Chicago that went for a big chain harvest. Wolfie under a bit of pressure. Has the maelstrom. Has the mana. Does go for a heal as Chicago just unloads the damage. Good thing he got himself a heal just to survive the burst out of the enhancement shaman. Frost shock by Wolfie. LA blasted to Chicago around the corner. Ghost rolls do dissipate. And it's going to be Chicago getting their own Raptors up, but Chicago has no mana. Has the Maelstrom to get some damage into Wolfie, but no mana to really get himself topped up. Wolfie actually under ton of pressure. Does go for a heal. Kind of playing with his health really, really low. Is going for those heals. Having to spend that mana to keep himself topped off. But he does get his health really low from time to time. Going to be avoiding the Wolfie stun totem, but Chicago just waddles away from it. Got himself Ghost Rolls. And Chicago looks like they just want to conserve the mana a little bit. Battlemaster Trinket with the Draenor Racial, giving him a little bit of health. And it's going to be Wolfie. Continue just to blast at Chicago. Going to be a stun with a Thunder Wolfie Trinket out of it. Trying to see if he might be able to survive. It's going to be that wall versus Chicago. Big chain harvest. Wolfie could be real low. Does get him a heal last second. Does he hold on to a wall? Barely any mana. Does he have the Maelstrom though? Chicago is just being relentless, continuing to punish him with those blasts. And that's going to be a quick flash cop for Wolfie, trying to recover as much health as he could. Chicago topped himself off, looking for the Hex versus Wolfie. I think he just dropped down a grounding totem, though. Looks like potentially interrupted. Looks like Wolfie just sits that Hex. The Chicago is not playing Necrolord, are they? Maybe that's what Wolfie didn't interrupt. He's like, you know what? I just want to be able to get flash capped. But I think even in that case, you just interrupt them. You just let them flash cap in that case. You just kick him. Sunder onto Wolfie. Could be really bad for him. Chicago actually kind of low in health. No more mana. Does have a wall. Look at the door. Shadows out of there. And Wolfie looking to separate. Needs a bit of that mana. Yeah, he does have the new Ghost Wolf form. The Fox Wolf form. But Wolfie might be in trouble. Does get himself a heal last second. Sunder Does he have a stun to follow? His genuine resource is going to be the ghosts for Chicago, though, with the Raptors. And down he goes. Chicago does end up blasting him out. Chill Pills charging out back at the Frost glory. Chill Pills living up to his frosty name. Has to go through the whole team too in order to be able to win this match. Looking to get a big obliterate for Chicago. Big dragon gets sent out. Chicago is in trouble as the obliterate just separate him in half. With Seaverk going up next. Seaverk not given an opportunity to be able to go for a bow versus Chill Pills, as Chill Pills does have a lot of momentum and a lot of pressure, a lot of damage. It is really tough out there, huh? Tough out there for Death Knights. He has to go for the most damage possible. That is going to be a grip out of Chill Pills as he does eat a full Mirrors of Torment. Big damage out of Seavark. The next dam could be huge. Chill Pills has to go for as much self-kill as possible. Is going to get himself rooted. Has to just wait it out. Seavark does go for missiles around the corner. Chill Pills with a Lichborn. Or was it Lichborn? Or maybe Lichborn earlier? I'm not even... He did something. It looked like he almost got out of the root, but I don't think he can with Death Advance. Can he? No. I think you could pre-Death Advance a root or slow. Or you could break a slow, but I don't think you can break a root. Unless you... I don't think you can. I want to say you can't. Chilpa's getting hit with the poly. Seaworker's just letting him poly him. Letting him get poly, letting him get reset. That's going to be a full flush cut up for Chilpas, which Seaworker's going to have to crack through. Looks like he was able to bust right through it. He just needed to chip away at that flush cut until he had it. Sounds on the Seawork as he got altered time. Chilpas needs to find a way to reconnect with him. That's going to be potentially a big need for Chilpas to go for big defense though. Arcane missiles for Seawork as Chilpas looking to split Seawork in half. Just absolutely try to see if he can dominate the mage. The mage does go for a bit of a reset. Got himself shield. Temporal was used in order to get a bit of healing. And Chilpas broken out of the poly. Finds some cover behind a pillar. We're hitting that 7-minute mark, boys. 14% dampener. And Seawork looking to get himself a bit of reset. Get himself a bit of heal. Chilpas managing his wounds. Gonna be a grip by Chilpas. The Mirrors of Torment still do connect, and Seawork is trying not to get interrupted. Chilpas potentially could go for an AMS here. If he's expecting big damage out of Seawork, he better pop a defensive. Anti-magic zone, gripping Seawork in, blinding him. Does he go for more stun potentially? Could be huge. Chilpas does get silenced. Does not have a grip for Seawork. No AMS. Trinkets out of it. AMS might need to be used now. Does get AMS. Trying to go for as much healing as possible. Seawork trying to see if he can melt Chilpas' health, but he's trying to heal as much as he can. It's going to be Chilpas with a gripping hand. Does he get close enough to grip Seawork back in? Looks like he does get a gripping back in. Ultrasound for Seawork trying to blast out Chilpas. Fear by Chilpas. Does go for a death pact. Just trying to give himself as much health to work with an IBF. Potential IBF. Could use IBF. Silence on the Seawork as he does get an obliterate in there. And he does hide behind the pillar. That death pack gave him a bit of health just to take him out of that execute window, but it still puts him in a tight spot. Lichborn just to get himself a bit of healing. Summons the go to sacrifice it immediately. Trying to keep the slows on to Seawork as best as possible. As Dora Shadow's almost getting set up by Seawork, letting Chilpas get a flesh cut. Not much you can really do about it. Death and Decay onto Seawork when trying to poly. Still lands a poly onto Chilled. But Seawork having to go for a bit of reset. Maybe go get some mage food. If Chilpas fast enough, he might be able to catch up to Seawork. It's going to Death and Decay on top of him. Does Chilpas play for 2 deaths, 2 dances, 2 grips? Wait, I think he's drawing the PvP talent for like double utility. Except I don't know what double Death and Decay would do for you. But there it is. And Mirrors of Torment down for Seawork. Does have alter time. So he's going to be able to reverse a lot of damage from Chilpas. MS up for the Death Knight. He knows all these obliterates are not going to be enough. The sounds on Seawork as he does get himself pulled back on health. Going to be another grip by Chilpas. Does get Seawork health very low. Going to be a root on Chilpas. Might have to go for IBF here. Needs to use something, anything, just so he doesn't get executed. Big barrage, big damage out of Seawork. Just rolls that Arcane Orb through Chilled. And Ori walking up to Seawork just to give him a nice honorable duel. Ori has to hold the fort for the Team 1. Since they did have a man missing over for Team 1, he needs to hold the fort and keep the pressure rolling on Team 2. He needs to find a way to be able to beat the whole team. We got Sensei, Speed, Whippy, and Seawork. He has to find a way to go through all of them. Seawork with a massive burst. Playing Arcane Mage, only one big school of spells to really work with, except for Ice. I guess Ice Bucket Nova kind of helps. And then Fire Blast, I guess you could press it. But mostly just arcane damage. If Ori can lock him out on that, he'll be golden. He just needs to make sure Ori needs to keep himself out of that execute range. Because as soon as he does, As soon as Seawork gets him in execute range, it's like a warrior execute on you. You're not living it. Incarnate available for Ori in case he needs to use it. Or you're just getting continuously chipped away with those barrages. Look at your bash. Seawork as he gets up close to him. Silence out to Seawork. Does he go for maybe a Nova? Does he go for Root? No, he doesn't. I think he used a Cosmic Resonance trick on top of it too. I think he tried to see if he might be able to get Seawork. That was a trinket used by the mage though. And Ori is looking to get himself a bit of a reset. Knock back on Seawork after hitting him with a roar. Seawork does try to stay on top of Ori as best as possible. Use a barrage just to stay next to him. Trying to go for Mirrors of Torment. Going to be interrupted on Cyclone. And that's going to be Mirrors of Torment onto Ori. Eventually, Ori is going to find himself rooted and silenced, which is going to be really bad for him. Big Convoke for Seawork. Doesn't quite kill, doesn't quite hit Seawork as he goes for a Mass Invis immediately. So Ori, I think, ended up getting a lot of self-heals with that Convoke. That's going to be a big Star Surge back-to-back. Ori trinkets out of the root. It's going to be in bear form, potentially maybe a roar. Just trying to stay in bear form to get himself whatever healing he can. 38% dampener. So this is going to reduce some of the healing he got. There's going to be big stars falling down onto Seawork. As Ori just continued to blast Seawork as best as he can. Continue to spam Wrath at the boy. Incarn still rolling in. Big knockup onto Seawork. Star Surge to follow. Ice blocked by Seawork. And Ori looking for the reset. Seawork has to sit inside of the block. As Seawork did use some of his own cooldowns just now. Seawork did use CDs. Arcane Power was used, so it's going to be a CD down for a moment. He can get it back quicker, but it's tough. And that's going to be quick swipes by Ori. Trying to keep the dots and damage rolling onto Seawork. As a roaring or a orb of Arcane flies right through. Ori trying to go for a couple of regrowths. Get himself a bit of a better scenario, a better situation. Maybe line up some kind of a win condition. You should just, I think, keep the pressure rolling, right? Just let the Starfalls and Starfires do a lot of damage. And Seawork needs to get Ori low enough in order to land him in the execute window. If he can do it, he'll be good. Ori playing that Disarm, which is going to be helpful versus speed, but I think he was mostly playing Disarm versus the Death Knight and the Rogue. This Disarm isn't normally going to do much against Sensei. Or Whippy, who is a Feral. I thought for some reason Whippy was going to be a Boomy. Ori getting hit with the Mirrors of Torment. Seawork does have all the time, put him back where he was last time. Ori trying not to get interrupted, trying to get silence on his burst. Seawork setting up another touch of the Magi. Ori does hit himself hit with the silence. Can at least power shift out of it. Try to drop down Cosmic Resonant Trinket onto Seawork. It is going to miss it. Bash onto Seawork. Does Ori have the damage? He does have resources. Trying to see if he can make a play here. Keeping the dots rolling, keeping the pressure rolling versus Seawork. Trying to go for regrowth is going to get interrupted. He is Night Free, so you can go for a Flashcraft to reheal. Is going to go in bear form, catch whatever health he can. And Seawork looking to completely just back up out of there for a second. Trying to disrupt Ori with the Door of Shadows. Doesn't quite hit him. Ori with a Convoke. No interrupt by Seawork. Actually fully dotted up. Does have himself a shield. Ori just needs a bit more dot damage, a bit more sustained pressure. Gonna be the Star Surge getting Seawork low. Massive is by Seawork. It's gonna be 60% damage reduction for a few seconds after pressing Mass. But those dots, the stars falling. I think it's eventually gonna catch up to you. Just needs one more proc. Ultra time for Seawork. At no health whatsoever. I think it's over. As Ori literally went behind the pillar. I think it capped from just auto-attacking him. In cap by Sensei. I don't know how Ori survives this one. Trinket with a Barkskin potentially versus Sensei. He's going to have to, I think, find a way to just nuke down Sensei to end this duel as quickly as possible. Unless he thinks he can play that dampener game. Going to be a root onto Sensei. Zuen joined in. Sensei getting knocked back for a second. Got all his Storm Breath of Fire images. Bash. Trinkets out of it. Is going to be able to jab over to Ori. Ori could be in big trouble. The potential Barkskin for Ori. No! I think it's over. Got him blown up with a touch of death, taking him out. Well done, boys. Yo, Seawork, Chill Pills, Chicago, bunch of your boys got to play that round. Very nice, very nice. I liked it. Yo, Team 2 needs more boys to play in there, man. Team 2 needs a couple more games. Team 1 also was missing a fifth. Or the fifth was never even got a chance. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another up and running, yeah? Yo, what's up, G? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Hope you're having a good one, dude. Welcome back, welcome back. Then instead of telling people to go win some enhanced shaman is fewer, trust me, you can't. That's tough, yeah. Wow, PvP bounce the meme, just chill. PvP bounce. Oh, like what? I was still on the topic of warrior versus the mage. How to have fun as a warrior if everyone literally beats you? I win twice versus Arcane and once versus Enhanced. That is unlucky. That is unlucky, ARM. That's true. Some classes do have a hard counter to it. I'm not really sure how the EU boys doing it, but I remember what Sejiro yesterday was playing EU as a Fury Warrior, and he was able to get 3 kills in a row. I think it's definitely tough out there. I think I have to play very, very defensively. I don't know, maybe Necrolord is the play? I'm not really sure. I think you have to play for as much self-healing as possible. I'm not sure what build to run. Maybe there's a conduit to run ARM that makes him like, gives him like really good damn out, you know? Maybe there's a conduit that really gets him like the survivability. Maybe they're playing Impending Victory with like heal over time for Impending. I'm not sure. But I wonder if you're in Rage and you go for big Impending Victory, the bigger the damage that does, the more healing you do over time. But I'm not sure. Talarion yesterday was playing Fury as a Night Fae. He was doing pretty good. Quite survivable. Sajuro was playing Fury as well. He was doing pretty good. Where's never been a good 1-in-1 spec. I think in BFA they were like an excellent 1-in-1 spec. But like Feral Druids and Windwalker Monks, like any hybrid was a little bit stronger. But Fury Warrior was definitely one of the better ones. But it also was the Azurite gear, so there's like a lot of passive healing. You could go for like what self-healing weapons too. Like weapon, like I remember Katrikan went for a full self-heal build with tank trinkets. It was nuts. Absolutely nuts. Here we go, boys. Night King 5 no mine. Alright, boys, we need a +1 for Team Night King. If you guys want to join in the Team Horde for 5V5 1v1 DUELS, head over to Play for Some Player Premium Group, Custom PvP, find a group, and in the search sub number 5, enter. Should be a known going into it. Yeah, Warriors do have a pretty rough. They don't have a lot of self-heals. They definitely don't. Sorry, boys, for the coughs. What's up, G, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Hope you're having a good one. Hope the ones are already fully geared for the season this mega smoothed out. Yeah, I think versatility in gear is definitely going to help. I think the more versatile you get, the better. But also, remember, you also got your tier sets. So I think the Warrior with Fury, even though Rage and Blow and Reckless is a good nerf side, I think it's still going to be really good. I mean, the mobility you have, it's going to be almost impossible to peel the Warrior as long as you land the right Blaze Storm at the right time. Yo, Aram, I know it's definitely going to be hard sometimes in some duels, man. I have some classes that power counter me. Like, for me, Ferals used to be a hard counter for Outrogue until some of the changeables are done. Red Palace, I still think is a bit of a hard counter. I mean, Bop, there's not much you can really do about it, right? Some classes are going to hard counter you. Some classes have a counter. And also, we got a lot of classes changed. Yo, Aram, it's worth noting, too, that Enhancement Shamans got buffed this patch. You guys might not know it because it was a very small buff, but it's actually, like, it's a lot of small buffs that make a big difference. First of all, their conduit abilities that the conduit that allows their maelstrom abilities to consume maelstrom to do more damage. That's been buffed. It went from like maximum 5% buff to like I think 10 to 15%. Like that's going to make a huge impact on the lightning bolts and LED blasts. It's huge. Ghost Wolves are also gonna just add them more sustained damage so they can go for big bursts of damage without having to run Doom Winds. Ghost Wolves will give more maelstrom, so that's more lightning bolts. They can go Necrolord for big zaps or go for Chain Harvest, which is even bigger damage and healing because of that. It's massive. Like Enhancement Shamans are kind of giga. Nike got a 5-man. Let's go, boys. Let's get another one up and running, yeah? Yo, don't give me Trover on Blizzard. Give me the down sewers. Give me my sewer. Yeah, we got my sewers. We got my sewer. Do. Hopefully we got our 5th over in Team Trill Pills. Yo, we got a boy named Butthead in here. Let's go. There's a 1 talent for Fury. Not worth when one of the talents are better. Really? There is that 1 talent for Fury, but no worth when the other talents are better. Which one? Which talent? Chonkosaurus. Oh, look at these names, man. I like it. What the? These are great names. Let's go. Alrighty, boys. Switch. We got Team 1 together with Chill Pills. Back to the Frost DK goodness. We got ourselves Icon. IQ? IKIN? I don't even know what kind of nickname am I gonna give you, because Icon Kin will work. Like next of kin. We got Ori just blasted it out. I think it's still more of that Night Fae. Wolfie on the enhancement, and your boy Butthead. Why did you think Butthead was gonna be a undead? Why did you think Butthead was gonna be undead? Also, where's Beavis? Looks like Sensei is going to be first up over for them Team 2. On that Team 2, we got also Chonkosaurus. Oh my goodness, he looks glorious. Speed on that team as well. We got us as Whippy. And we got us to Chicago. It looks like Sensei's immediately going to go for the big BDB burst versus Wolfie. Wolfie just sending that stun as an orc. It's going to be massive damage. Big stunner to separate the damage from Sensei. It's going to be wall out of Wolfie. That full flash guard just got burned through by the monk. Wolfie looking for that recovery. Might just have to go for big defensive offense. It's going to be Ghostos. Does get a stun with Sensei. Does he have big damage to follow up with the monk? Potentially going to be Primordial way to maybe get himself big zaps. Early blast on the Sensei as he does go for full Fortify Brew to reduce the damage to stake, and Karma to Wolfie. Wolfie playing defensively. It's going to go for the Orc ratio, potentially a Battle Master Trinket maybe, just to give himself a little bit more health and survivability. His Sensei's Karma is gone, so actually the monk is kind of exposed unless he goes for a diffuse magic. Sunder onto Sensei, trying to see if he can port. Does get himself a pretty big port far away. As he going for the Vivify spam, Wolfie looking to wall approach Sensei, potentially get even more damage out of him. Sensei just trying to recover as best as he can, going for the Vivifies, get interrupted. Actually, it does interrupt him on diffuse magic. I didn't realize it. Nature. That's going to be a big blast on the Sensei. Trying to go for flash cut. No interrupt available for Wolfie. Sensei does give himself a bit of recovery with that shield. But that Wolfie is able to, with the Ellie Doggos, was able to burn through pretty quickly. Sensei looking for a bit of a re-heal behind the pillar. Wolfie got himself full flash cut back up, so he should be able to stand toe-to-toe with the monk, who's still continuing just to go for the hit and run strats. I think this guy's just waiting for cooldowns. Maybe waiting all the way until Zuen. In cap onto Wolfie, big bitty B, Trinket still available for Wolfie, does choose to Trinket a could wall if he wants to, is going to go for the stun totem, so Sensei does not want to interrupt it, he wants to let the Fist of Fury keep channeling, is going to try to eliminate the Sky Fury as fast as possible, does go for diffuse magic. Wolfie could potentially go for defense of his own. So Wolfie just continuing to build up the Maelstrom, build up the damage, playing the slow game. Sensei trying to see if he maybe can get a slow into Wolfie, potentially Root is going to be porting out of there completely. The Ghostos do catch up to him. It's going to put in a bit of pressure on the monk. Those Ghostos do quite a lot. Karma back up for Sensei, does use defensive with Wolfie, trying to avoid the damage into that Karma, is going to wall himself off for a while. Used to catch back up with the monk as he does completely roll way out. There is going to catch some line of sight and catch up on healing while we're not in high dampening. This monk is going to get a lot of healing for the time being, so Wolfie's going to have to find a way to maybe lock down Sensei in place and then drop down big damage on him. Stun totem goes up on the waterfall, interrupt onto Sensei. I believe he's trying to heal himself. I don't think he was trying to flash card thing. Lex over to Wolfie. BDB could be really bad for Wolfie. Does he have himself enough healing? Trying to go for as much healing as possible. Sensei trying to waddle over to him with big Zuen. Wolfie does go for a massive heal. It has the mana, but does he have the master? Oh, Sensei get him so low, and Kin's gonna be up next. Sensei dropping down a ring of peace to boop the hunter out of the way. As the hunter does set up a flayed shot. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one with Sensei playing it the long game, playing for the chill game. Just trying to get out of there for as best as possible. And Flash got out for Sensei, looking for the reset. Kin going for the quick muzzle interrupt. Is going to be sending in the chakram. Sensei again just playing the long haul, just trying to get out of there. Freezing trap around the corner, and Kin I think has him exactly where he wants him. Steel trap set up just to disrupt that roll, almost like it planned it. And it looks like Kin was, why is Kin trying to carry some line of sight? Sensei's the one trying to LOS him. I feel like this Kin should be like disengaging at where Sensei's going. Almost like preempting it. What's up, Banwell? Thanks for the games, boss. Had to do it. Yo, you good, my guy. I enjoyed watching you play some Affy. That was awesome. Lex up on a Kin. Big damage. Freezing trap out of Sensei. Kin does survive it. Big damage on a Kin right now. And Sensei backing up out of there. Again, Kin just expecting that the monk is going to chase. So he's looking to kite, but the monk is just bailing out of there. He's trying to nope out, and Kin is just also trying to nope out at the same time. So when both of them nope out, Kin is like, wait, my cooldowns. You might have to be a lot more aggressive. Try to go for a heal. It's going to be a quick zap out of Sensei. Trinkets out of the stun. Big damage onto Kin. Does go for feign death. It is going to be a freezing trap to separate the two for just a second. And Kin looking to back up out of there for a moment. Might have to go for Exile. Is setting up some traps of his own. Sensei just waiting until he gets some cooldowns back. Going to be images up very, very soon. Does AoE out Kin with a quick incap. Does he have the big BDB here? Potentially, it's going to be Zuen. Karma to follow. Just trying to let the Karma set up some pressure. Fist of Fury onto Kin with a Whirling Dragon Punch. Trying to see if he can catch up to him. Is going to be able to break away out of the root. Reason Trap waiting for him. Could potentially be Zuen getting caught. It is Zuen getting caught. Potentially might be a turtle out of Kin. Unless Sensei can get up to him with Alexium. I think it's over. Yeah, even hits him with a touch of death. I think you just use the... Did you use a Battle Master Trinket just to give yourself a better touch? Or wait, how does it work in PvP? Is it just 10% of someone's health? Does it matter if it's your health versus their health? I think it's just 10%. Big stun by Chupas, splitting sensei into, oh, with a silence to follow. Even if that man had any cooldowns, there was nothing he could do. Chonkosaurus looking to spear Chupas down, but Chupas avoids it, blinded Chonko. As he pops big defenses, big offensives, Chupas behind the pill, looking for that flesh craft. Chonkosaurus looking to me mount up, catch up to the Death Knight. Is get himself that sippy cup for the Kyrian. Sippy cup actually quite good here. I don't know if Chupas is running that, what's it called? The PvP talent for Frost Death Knights where it reduces the cooldowns of either mobility spells of enemies or just OCDs. But it's like, it happens whenever you Frost Fever them. It's like debilitating something dot. It's like a disease. Technically you can remove it as a Kyrian. Chonka walking into a wall. Oh, lagging. Oh, maybe I'm lagging. Potentially I lag there. Fear onto Chill Pills as Chonka does get himself some healing. Look at him recovering. Chill Pills looking to set up Remorse's Winter. That's eventually going to stun Chonka as he got himself big Blitz to follow. And that's going to be Chonkosaurus just going to split in two. Chill Pills just kind of weaving in and out, not really staying next to Chonka. Going to be big stun as Chonka just spears him down. And that's going to be Chill Pills just walking out of there with a Death's Advance. It is literally the Grim Reaper advancing to Chonka. Chonka with a massive heal as he picks up some healing with an impending victory. Get himself a big raging blow onto Chill Pills. If he can get 2 of those in a row, he get himself a heal over time rolling. Popping off little by little. Quick chain onto Chonkosaurus as he got himself that wreck with a blind and Chonka going for the trinket. So Chill Pills does at least get a big defense out of him. Chonka, does he use his Chonka, is that a wreck that's giving you like a fiery effect, or is that his So I was trying to figure out whether it was recklessness with maybe like a glyph that gave him like an effect that fire is emanating off of this man, or is it because he's a Dark Iron Dwarf using an racial? I'm not sure. Chilpa's dropping down the big grippy hand, trying to see if he can just split Chonkosaurus in half with a big blitz. That's going to be a silence on Chonkosaurus to follow in case he wants to go for a rallying cry. Chonkosaurus does have some massive healing. Going to be a whisk down onto Chilpa's banner. Oh, Chilpa's barely alive. AMS in the last second. He needs a heal right now. He needs a death strike. Oh, there's no way. Whippy is not going to give you an opportunity, is he? Oh, barely. He does give you an oh, maybe chill. Oh, Chilpa's I think got a bit of healing. Whippy got full bleeds though. Lich pills. Chill pills with a lich born. Looking to heal himself back up. IBF getting used as he's just looking to survive the opener. Whippy does have berserk rolling, but he's not really like going for big bites and big damage. Just letting the dodge do work on chill pills. He needs a heal right now. I think it might be over. Stun to Whippy? Wait, chill pills kind of surviving this. Wait, sacrifice a pet? Wait a second. He doesn't have any resources though. That is the unfortunate part. Blind onto Whippy. Oh, he got the swarm though. I think it's over. Death Pact in the last second. Chilpas needs himself a Death Strike ASAP. He just needs to wait out for Death Pact to be over. There is a dot rolling on Whippy. At least for now. Chilpills just doesn't have a lot to work with. Does have AMS coming back very, very soon. There is going to be some cooldowns, and it looks like Whippy backs up out of there. Chilpills get himself a bit of healing to work with. Silence on the Whippy. Wait, does he just take him out right now? He needs the Death Strikes. Immediately needs some Death Strikes. He needs them. Chilpa's got no help whatsoever. Get him whatever death strikes he can whenever he gets line of sight of Whippy. Just doesn't have that many. Runic power weapon is back up. He needs that as well. He's gonna go for first aid. He's doing whatever he can to survive. Whippy does not get himself a reset. Gonna be a stun to Whippy. Chilpa's could potentially go for a lot of healing. Whippy is gonna get stunned up. Maim, gonna be a trinket. Big bleeds on the Chilpills. Oh, there's just not a lot you can do. Once you're that low of health against a feral druid, there's not much you can really do about it. That is just such a rough situation to be in. But he did do pretty well. He does split these boys in half with bigger blitz. Going to be shadowy duel out of Butthead immediately. A Whippy in a bear form with a Barskin Thorns up. Butthead just needs a bit of more damage with that flagellation to take out a Whippy. He's just trying to create some line of sight. Whippy looking for a regrowth. Butthead trying to see if he can get a port. Maybe catch up to Whippy. Use Vanish already? Did he use like 100% crit Lego? With advantage, does get interrupted to Whippy. That's going to be that Cosmic Trinket. Butthead does not have a trinket himself. That's going to explode, but Whippy just doesn't have enough damage to finish. Going to be Shadow Strikes. I think the Rogue has him. Oh, does take him out. Chicago last one. Next. Versus 14-2. Versus Butthead. Trying to see if they might be able to hold the fort. Door of Shadows for Butthead. Looking for the reset. And Chicago, wait, now it is going to send their LA, just disrupting the Rogue's ability to land a reset. Kidney shot on to Chicago. As Butthead just continues just to blast damage out into the shaman. And Butthead's looking for the reset after that blind. That elemental and the ghost tools are just not going to let you do anything though. Butthead needs to wait for that vanish or somehow find maybe a way to, I don't know, sap Chicago, stun the Earth Ellie or something. I don't think it's going to be happening. I think Chicago the Fraud Strikes and Ellie Blast just has him. Quick Sunder, Butthead doing whatever he can, man. He's just got the kidney. He's trying to make some damage. The Earth Element does no damage, but the Kevin Slime, the Flame Shock, and the Earth Ellie is enough just to melt that boy. He got no health. Ori, again, the last one representing Team 1. Try and do the very best he can. Wait, you already got the new enchant? Ori already got the 2100 enchant? Look at this guy. I just noticed his enchant. It has like a very, very faint like geometric glow. Look at that thing. You see at the tip, it has like a square helix looking, I don't know what you call it. A cubicle of sorts. A cube like object. Gonna be a big burst out of Ori. Silence on the Chicago does go for the wall, trying to get a deal with the Ori's damage. Ori does not get the starfalls falling for him at all whatsoever, or doesn't get the star birds falling down from the sky for him. Does finally pick one up, knocking Chicago up in the air. Gonna be a quick war stun by Ori. Sales Incarnation, big damage to Chicago. Does go for a battle match stricken. Sunder onto Ori. Quick roll into Chicago. Chicago go for as much healing as possible while Generational is up. Ori picking up another Starbirds, looking to get back to Chicago. Do they have any more resources? This is gonna look up to knock up Chicago. Oh my goodness, Chicago Battle Master, I think it's gonna fall off soon, or maybe soon. Chicago super low on health, does get himself a heal as they did pick up enough Maelstrom. Ori at no health whatsoever, also with no resources, does get himself regrowth while moving, while Starfall is up. Chicago caught up with a little bit of health, gonna be interrupted on Ori, I think got him. Oh my goodness. Just both of them went out with a full burst at one another, see what happens. Just colliding in the middle. Let's go, boys. All right, let's get another one up and running, boys. I like that one. That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think still a bunch of dudes in Team 2 never get to play. Like Speed, for example. But at least the Feral got a chance to play. And I think the Warrior got a chance to play, didn't he? I think. Night King is ready. Let's go, boys. Let's get it up and running, yeah? Use the drill and didn't expect not relevant. You think so? No, remember Enhance. Mama goes away fast and Pally heals with Holy Power. That's definitely a long can generate. Yo, they did nerf the holy hands. Not holy hands, but Word of Glory healing. Maybe that's why we're not seeing as many Retribution paladins. That is something to remember. What are you playing? Yo, what's up, Ian? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Playing some 5V5 1V1 DUELS, my dude. Hope you're having a good one. Sure, Enhance versus Red can either go zero dampening depending on how well the cooldown's traded. Indefinitely will give a slight edge to Enhance. I can agree with that one, though. Yeah, I think Enhance does have a lot of longevity. Like, it depends how you play it, right? If you play like really defensively, kiting, running, using your totems defensively, I think it totally happen. Champion boy, let's go. Yes, I'm healing one savior really. I guess so. Yeah, it is a lot. It is a mana limited though. Passive sacrifice damage when healing enhances the sacrifice as much damage. Well, actually, now you kind of do in a way. I guess it all depends, because one is a resource you just generate from abilities and random chance, and the other you have to deliberately generate holy power. Unless you get procs. But you don't get your procs of resources, but rather procs for your next holy power ability will not cost any holy power, but you still need to deliberate. So I guess that's different. They've been farming the last couple of months. Retribution paladins have? Or are we talking about enhancement shamans? Wait, are we talking about enhancement shamans been farming for the last couple of months? Or are we talking about Retribution paladins been farming? Oh, you mean like last couple of months, like last season? Or like this season? Not sure. I'm actually... I missed something in the chat. It has a second damage to heal though. IDK, how much is the comparison to Red? It used to be a lot lower of sacrifice because Maelstrom damage was very, very little. Now that they buffed the conduit that increases your Maelstrom damage, it's actually a pretty big sacrifice because the LA Blast and Lightning Bolts now deal decent damage. It's not like amazing one-shotter, but they can definitely, like, if they crit, it's really punchy. It like chunks out someone's health. And it's kind of like, I think it's going to be the way. Doomans, I think, is still going to be a very strong choice going forward. But that damage is now, it's not like completely useless. It was for a while recommended for enhancement shamans to just like, hey, save your Maelstrom and really only use it for lightning bolts if you're like maxed out, but save Maelstrom, you're gonna need it to heal. But now it's like, you still want to save Maelstrom, but using it for damage is a bit more impactful now, right? Enhancement have been farming if they have a warrior. Yeah, that's true, yeah. That's one thing to remember. Both those classes, if they have a warrior in their team. Yo, Chicago, Night King is ready. Do we have a 5-man raid to go Chicago? Let me know, my guy. I'm struggling with what class to main. I'm back from a long break. BM Hunter or Feral Druid? Guys, help. Jeff, I think a Beastmaster Hunter is a fantastic starter class. You know, they have the pets that can help you out in Zereth Mortis. You know, I mean, it's a pet class, right? The pet does a good portion of the damage. Feral Druids are incredibly good for PvP. They're a little bit, I don't know, a little bit iffy for PvE content. Like in raids, they can do well. They're just really challenging to play. In Mythic Plus, the same thing, challenging to play, but not a lot of AoE damage. I don't think playing with a warrior is the only viable option. I played with Enhanced Outlaw. Yeah, no, for sure. I think we can all agree warriors are really good right now, right? Warriors are really good. You could almost pair anything with a warrior and it'll be pretty good. Or a boomkin. Just about anything complements a boomkin. I'm not saying that, you know, you have to play with a warrior, but you were right though, Chicago. Yeah, you were right. Enhancement has been farming. They're not bad. I mean, for PvP, I'm straight PvP since vanilla. Experience I haven't played much expansion. Beastmaster Hunter is fantastic for PvP from a range perspective, really strong. But so is the Feral Druid. Feral Druid has a lot of healing. BM has a pet damage. If you want an easier playstyle, start with the Beast Mastery. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. It's really easy to get into. You do a ton of damage. People find Hunters very, very fun to play against. If you want to play, I think Feral is a bit more involved than Beastmaster Hunter, but effective as hell. You can play a big bleed build as an Echo Lord, or you can play something burstier like Kyrian or a Night Fae with the Covenants. Either one you like, whether you want to play melee or range. I think Hunter would be a fantastic starter though. I feel like it would be a great starter spec to like ease into PvP. And then level a Feral on the side, yeah? I think that would be the way to do it. Twitch. We got ourselves, is it speed first? It is speed first. Already getting hit with a flame shot by Kin. Kin dropping down traps for the rogue. Waiting him out. That's going to be the pet attack at speed, which is generating some calm points behind the pillar. He doesn't want to get hit with those kill shots for the time being. He's trying to avoid the hunter as best as he can. Is that Butthead from AWC? I have no idea. I have no clue. Is it? Maybe someone should ask him. Maybe somebody in team one be like, yo, are you the same Butthead from AWC? Because I'm not sure. Potentially. Speed does get himself a reset. I think with the shot him, I'll wait it out for the DOS to be over. And Kin's sitting right on top of the freezing trap. I think Speed knows exactly what's going on. It's going to cheap shot him and try to hit him from as far as he can. Big Kyrian burst into back-to-back cheap shots. It is an orc that he's hitting, so he needs to make sure that he got himself the shadow strikes and cheap shots rather. They're going to be as airtight as they can be with stuns. Awesome shadow strike getting frozen in an awesome animation. But Kin is going to be able to back up under the catch up a little bit, healing, get some dots on Rogue, tag him as he runs into a steel trap, grabs some popcorn as there's going to be a blind to Kin. The pet is going to walk over to Rogue, but looks at Rogue, got himself a reset either way, stab it to Kin. Does the pet catch up to the Rogue? I think he's going to catch a reset, huh? There's no way. This is how it bleeds? He still has a bleed. Pet? He's trying to get the pet to attack the Rogue. Ooh, freezing trap immediately behind him. Almost like he expected a shadow strike out of the Rogue. Wait, the Rogue might actually... Is the Rogue playing Deeper Strat? I don't know if he's marked for death or Deeper. I think with the Deeper, you do want to open up with a shadow strike and then build for like a long game, but I don't know if the Kin is going to let you. Kin is shot onto the Hunter. Does Speed have enough damage? It's going to be a feint death by Kin as he trickles out of it. Speed still has a lot of damage. Stun onto Speed is going to trickle out of it immediately. Shadow Blade still rolling in. Disarm onto the Hunter. The Hunter still got a grenade, still got that crossbow on the side, just a mini crossbow to shoot poisons at him. Freezing trap stop on the Rogue as Rogue. What animation is this supposed to be? What is that? Is that like a pickup? So for the call there. Skin looking to get next to the Rogue. Speed is going to be met in a steel trap. Kin is going to be able to maybe tag the Rogue. Going to be Speed. Did it go for shot him out? Big Kin is shot onto Kin. Potential big damage with a trinket. Big burst. Cheap shot to follow. And Speed just continuing to blast out eviscerates at Kin back to back. Freezing trap again. Stops him in place. He was radiating out Shadow Strike. Look at those eyes of intent. And Ken looking for that reset. Got himself camo. Got himself manic bandages. And they're just looking for a full reset. Hunter's mark on the rogue with some traps set up. And Speed might just have to go pick up the eye. The longer it takes picking up the eye, the more health Ken is going to be able to get. Unless the Speed is fine. Going for the long-term game. And I think that's what he's fine for. Stun onto Speed. Does Ken have his own resonant trinket? It doesn't look like he does. Try to see if he can get this Raptor Strikes back-to-back into Speed. Gonna be the Shadow Step, cheap shot onto Ken. Does he go for the Ken shot potentially? Evasion up for Speed. It's gonna be another freeze. Oh my goodness. He can dodge all the attacks out of Ken. But he can't dodge that cold shoulder as Ken does end up stopping him in his place. And Speed is looking for a bit of a reset. Getting some backstabs into the pet. I guess front stabs, really. I guess really front stabbing, isn't he? As Speed is looking for the reset. Does he burn? Did he burn a battle master trinket? Maybe. Can he shot into Ken as he feigned death? There's going to be the big curing burst. Speed, does he have the big go? Big damage on the Ken. Does get himself a little bit of healing potentially. Freezing trap again stops him. Oh. I saw Speed for a second just like move. It's almost like dejectedly look down on the ground. So it's like so disappointed, like, oh no. Oh no. Cloak of Shadows for Speed. As he sits a steel trap. Ken super low on health. Speed just needs a little bit more damage. Unless Ken can turn around with a stun. Speed does have a trinket back up. So next freezing trap, he could prevent it. He could get out of it. The Speed is just looking to keep himself afloat. This rogue so far has been very, very heal heavy. Freezing trap waiting for him. Stun. There's going to be Ken to shot. Trinket side of it. Trinket for Ken. Looking to back away. Shot set by the rogue. Cheap shot to follow. Ken does not have a freezing trap for a while. Just use it. Disarm. Does have himself mobility though. Master Skull does separate the two. Big range to Speed as he gets hit by the Chimeric, slowing down quite drastically. Quick reset by Speed. Does get himself slicing this roll, and Ken sitting on top of the steel trap is going to land himself another camo. Man, the stealth game is just huge. Speed does try to AoE Ken out. Looks like he does get him. Steel trap into a freezing trap right after. And Ken, I think, is just going to use that freezing trap next to him just to find a way to disrupt Speed. Maybe he can go for double freeze. Shadow Strike. Oh, he walked into the last second. I think the pet, though, did get him out. I think the pet attacked him out of the freezing trap, which is unfortunate. Ken, again, trying to make another round. Just place all those traps. Like, yo, this Speed guy is going to walk through every one of these. Shadow Step. Oh, if only he didn't just maneuver to the left. If he just stood where he was. Still trying to see if he can land himself Curing Burst with Ken. Cheap shot to follow. Ken, does he have any other CC to follow? Got himself some damage. Gonna be potential turnaround into the rogue. Stun to follow Ken. Does he have enough damage? He got no health at all. Flanking, striking, trying to do what he can. Into a freeze onto the rogue as it breaks. Rogue Shadow Steps. Disarm onto Ken. Does he have enough damage? Ken has nothing. Oh, big Korean Speed does end up taking him out. Took a little bit of time. But does end up playing for the long game. Chilp is summoning up the A-bomb boy. Trying to see if he might be able to use the swarm around the A-bomb to find Speed. And Speed is all the way out in Guantanamo Bay. Is going to be approaching. Chilp sees the eye opening. Going to be Chain of Ice immediately. The rogue sprinting out of there. Looking for the reset. I don't think the rogue is playing Smoke Bomb. I'm so used to rogue playing Smoke Bomb. I guess he's playing Maneuverability instead. Blind on Chilp Pills. Oh, Speed took a lot of damage there. What was hitting so hard? He got himself a heal. I think it was a sippy cup from Mercurian. Mad healing. What is this? What is this, Matt? He got to be Clea. He has to be Clea healing. Clea has that like Violent Serenity, big heal element to it. He has to be Clea healing for these duos. Big Kyrian burst and Chilpas. Kidney shot into cheap shot to follow him. Disarm into Death Knight. Doesn't really need his weapon. He can just Chain of Ice, put some disease onto Speed, explode his pet from afar, summon a new one, empower it, do his taxes while without a weapon at a mile away. As soon as he gets a weapon, he can just Clawing Shadows at Speed. Looks like the Army of the Dead joins in. Speed hits with Chain of Ice, but he got himself mobility. Good potential vanish out of here. Get a shot into the Chilpas. Does evasion for the pets. The pets are clawing. It's going to be big Cosmic Trinket onto Chilpas, who's going to walk out of it. Chilpas actually super low in health. Could be anyone's game. Rogue's also kind of low. Lichborn for Chilpas. Got himself a bit of healing. Rogue with a Cloak of Shadows vanish for Rogue right now. Chilpas might have to go for a death pack. Honestly, might not be a bad idea. Flash got the Rogue. Does he get an interrupt? He wanted to. He walked out of this, carried out of there for a second, thought about it, decided against it. Thought about it, decided against it. Flesh got out for Chilpas as he does death pack just to give himself more health to work with. And Speed is looking for that reset, going for the full re-heal. He's sitting down, I don't know if for cooldowns or maybe for food or something. Maybe just sitting down just to get cooldowns back. Evasion gonna be down. Cloak is down, but Speed doesn't really care. You're just going in there. I forgot that Speed doesn't really like to go for big resets along. Oh, big damage on Chill Pills. What was that crit? I think he vanished for that one. I think I want to make sure that one hit the hardest it could. Chillpills got super low. What's it with the disarm? No defenses left for this death knight unless he has a stun for speed. Speed trinkets out of it. Cheap shot. Oh, and cheap shot goes right into the eye socket of Chillpills. Just knocking him right in the eyeball. Oh my goodness. Maybe even knocking out an eyeball. I mean, it's a death knight, right? Basically like Forsaken. A bit decrepit. Not fresh. I wouldn't be surprised if he lost an eyeball or two. You know? You make eye patches for situations like that, right? But then what happens if you're an undead death knight? Are you like extra decrepit? Extra unfresh? Extra soggy? Maybe not soggy. Maybe for frost. Actually, that's why they're frost, right? So not constantly damp. Figuring out the lore of death knights. I'll save it for Wrath of Lich Classic whenever that comes out. Speed, gonna have to wait out for a melee. I'm just trying to fanatize him. Oh, you got yourself shoulders? Did you buy those shoulders, or is that like part of your mog? Not even DK with heavy play could deal with the BS. Yo, they did nerf Death Knight's a little bit, Paul. At least on the magic damage taken. They did nerf him a little bit on magic damage taken. Like Spell Warden isn't as effective. And Death Knight's never really been amazing at dealing with physical damage either. Like at Holy and Frost Death Knight, never been amazing at it. They've been really good against casters. With Spell Warden, AMS. But never really amazing, at least in Shadowlands, against physical damage dealers. I think last time I remember Death Knight's being super giga tanky. And you guys might have to correct me. I think it was Wrath, right? No, Wrath. I didn't even play Wrath. WAD. That's why I got confused. Both start with the W. Death Knights had this ability where they could just convert a portion of the runic power constantly, every second I think, into health. And as long as they're constantly generating runic power, they just convert that into health. And they would have, I think, Desecrated Ground to get them out of CC so you could stun, break stuns with IBF, break stuns with Desecrated Ground, break stuns with a Trinket, break stuns with the Human Racial. I guess you would run Human Racial back in WoD. You didn't run both of them. Did ya? Could not kill a DK in WoD. Yeah, and it was sitting blood presence too. It was nuts. I remember, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Hayes the Death Knight. I remember trying to duel him. I was playing Alpha Rogue when there was like, 12-second stun with a shadowy rogue thing. It's like, I forgot what's it called, but you basically spawn like a shadow rogue that would mimic your abilities. So you would go for like an 8-second stun, and the rogue would be like, okay, 4-second stun after, so you could chain in 12 seconds of just pure stuns. I couldn't beat that guy even with a 12-second stun. It was insane. It was nuts. But that guy was also really good at duels too. Death Siphon? Oh yeah, it was arranged. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, WoD actually, as much as I didn't really enjoy WoD that much, like content-wise for an expansion, I guess I didn't raid back then. A lot of raiders enjoyed it, but I didn't raid back then. It did have some cool class abilities, which I wouldn't mind if Blizzard were to bring him back. But I remember there was some busted ones too. Like mages had this like crystal, and you would damage the crystal and would like radiate AoE damage. It was nuts. Disarm to a mill in the opener as the speed getting disarmed as well. And both the rogues are just gonna dance with one another. They got no weapons. They can't stab one another. ML does get the weapons back first. He's gonna go for the Shadow Dance burst. And trying to see if he could go for Shadow Blades. Maybe big damage, trying to get some back-to-back stuns with speed, but speed doing A-OK. Evasion immediately for ML, and speed is trying to go for a bit of self-heal. Got himself quite a bit of healing for this. Only to pick up this time. Blind by ML. Speed is still holding on to Trinket. Amel still got his own Trinket. So Amel going for a blind early out of his evasion, not a worst idea ever. If he has himself a go versus speed, speed is about half his health. You might have to commit a Trinket. Gonna be not even a cheap shot, not even a kidney shot. Gonna be a Trinket out of Mel. There's gonna be kidney shot by speed. I think speed has himself the full go. There's gonna be cosmic Trinket. Oh no! I think it's over. As soon as you Trinket out and speed lands a kidney shot on you. This is why I think that rogue should have started off with a cheap shot. Because speed just like hits you with a CC immediately. You Trinket it because you want to have a go. Speed is gonna Trinket because he'll have a go. That's rough. And Wolfie looking to pick up the eye. Speed barely used a lot of his cooldowns. Actually has a lot of defenses still left. Only has Shadow Blades that he doesn't have available. Opening up onto Wolfie, trying to get a couple of Shadow Strikes in there. Wolfie immediately using the wall. Sunder out of Wolfie, and Speed looking to reset. Maybe catch a re-stealth. Potentially maybe get a kidney shot onto Wolfie if he has the common points for it. And Wolfie does use a Battle Master Trinket, so that's a lot of defenses used pretty early on. Or quite a few defenses used pretty early on. I'm wondering if he'll have a flesh come back up very, very soon. And Wolfie looking to pick up eyes, potential speed, kind of skulking near him, looking for that Shadow Strike opener. Is going to be able to get it. Does he have the full kidney shot to go? Going to be the Earth Elemental joining in to bolster Wolfie. That's going to be Ghost joining in as well. Stun onto speed. It looks like he does take down the totem. That's going to be more CC onto Wolfie with a disarm to follow, but the big zaps through the Cloak of Shadows is there for the AoE blast. And speed does end up escaping it. Might either go for a vanish or a blind or something. Does go for a Shadow Mill quick escape away from Wolfie as the shaman looking for a bit of a heal. I think all the eyes are gone, so speed does have himself a go, a reset. He does need to generate some more comp points if you're going to land like a big CC setup onto Wolfie. Maybe sap Wolfie, open up on the pet, on the Earth Elemental, and then go for a kidney shot onto Wolfie, potentially. That could work. It looks like speed is backing up out for a second. I think he's mostly waiting out for the Earth Elemental to be gone, because that is going to give Wolfie a lot of survivability. I mean, 20% more health or something, right? I mean, that's just Live Lord potential. Speed trying to generate some calm points. Wolfie getting hit with a disarm. And that's going to be a potentially big burst out of speed. Trying to get a big setup versus Wolfie. Sky Fury down for Wolfie. Does have a pre-wall for this. Going to be the Cosmic Trick down. And Wolfie could be in bad trouble even though he has a wall up right now. And looks like it's going to be continuous damage on the speed while he has evasion. Wolfie is going to have a hard time generating Maelstrom by himself. Quick interrupt, but it's going to be a flash. Got speed. Has to speed. Can burn through it. Has advantage if he wants to. Does go for the advantage. Does he go for the damage advantage? Stick around Wolfie. Hits him with a blind. Doesn't want to let Wolfie catch a reset. A potential speed could go for a reset. Kevin Slime does not get him in combat. There's going to be Shadow Strike on one of the totems. And speed looking for the reset. Kill the totem. Just to maybe get some cooldowns back. And it's going to be go for cheap shot versus Wolfie. Does have enough damage. Literally went in. Hey totem, let me generate some comp points off of you. Butthead is the last one over for the team 1. Has to find a way to defeat speed. He's the last man standing. Is Butthead Ventier? I think he is Ventier from last duel, isn't he? Yeah, he is. So far, speed as a Kirin Rogue has done really, really well. I want to know what he's doing for self-heals. He has to be running Clay, a sippy cup build or something, doesn't he? Shami go down, does he? He did. He does. Yeah, this rogue just, he went in stealth enough to like get a proper go onto Wolfie. The only time I think this rogue has been in stealth for an extended period of time is when wasting against the other rogue. Then again, maybe if I look through the footage, maybe it'll be different. Picking up the eyes, trying to see if he might be able to fight Butthead. Potentially maybe get a sap on the Butthead. He's going to be mounted up. He's going to be getting a shot by Butthead. Does speed have a trinket? He does. Trinkets with a cheap shot on the Butthead. Going to be a trinket for him. Cheap shot to follow. What's up in the yard? And I think it was going to be a cosmic trinket, I believe, by the Butthead or speed. Blind by Butthead. I said a Butthead. God, what do I call you, like, butt? But I feel like if I call you butt, it's almost like I'm calling this man butt. You know what I mean? Like somebody I feel like in chat has got to... Like, why are you just name calling that guy? What's wrong with you? I feel like somebody's chat always said that. Shadowy Duel, Kinder Shot, Ventier, Butthead, might have the biggest go. Oh, and down goes speed. What the? You cheap backing him? What the? Why? Why? Been about 5 man. I thought so too, D-Woods. I thought so too. But apparently Butthead got a different plan. I guess as soon as both of them trinketed. There it is. Chicago get him with a Kinder Shot, Butthead. I don't know if he goes for a reset. Wait, you cheap shotted the pet. Wait, what do you do with the pet? He stunned the pet and cheap hit. You're like double kidney them? Are you playing the Vanish cooldown reduction legendary? What is that? Did this man just double kidney shot him? Did he just kidney shot the Earth Elemental and then kidney shot Chicago? I don't understand. Huh? Should we just stealth after Rupture Disarm? Maybe. Maybe. But you know what? It kind of like speed playing aggressive, you know? So like on one hand, the rogue could just sit out there forever in stealth, get all the cooldowns, and then just like one-shot people. But the fact that he's trying to like do the minimal of that while trying to play the game, keep it entertaining, I do appreciate it. You know, it keeps things interesting. Rogues don't always have to win every single game. They could have wanted to. Chicago going to be versus Butthead. Trying to hit him with a big LA blast. Butthead no wows right now. If Chicago can maybe go for a big go. Door shadows for the rogue. I think Chicago just has him. I think it's over. Big Sunder at the end. Does end up taking him out. Your rogue popped off there. Almost a milli damage on these boys. Just going for a quick reset. Big damage. Massive cosmic trick is huge. It's born to keep us stealth. That's what I say. I only stay in stealth if I'm gonna die if I come out. And that's what I really appreciate about that, honestly. Yo, Dan the man who joined in. How you doing, my guy? You ever ask your Russian pals, you know what? Because some of you guys find, especially the Russian Slavs in the chat, find it controversial. I might keep that to a PM. Here we go. Had a really big, lots of fuss about it the other day. And I'm not sure, like, as a guy that makes entertaining WoW videos, if I should talk about world events and such. But I guess as a Russian, it's a sad situation, man. It's a sad situation. This shouldn't be a war. That's all I can say. Watching this 5 finals, think about going Rogue and return your souls. I think you'll like it. Rogues are really good right now. Night King says a 5-man. Chicago, are we good to go? Because I'll get one more in here, boys. We can squeeze one more duel for the night. What's the best spec for PvP, BM or MM? BM. BM is really, really good. MM has some cheesy stuff to it for sure. Definitely has some cheesy stuff for sure. Looked at videos in our mini out. BM is really, really good. Definitely really, really good. Yeah, we can play today. I feel bored. I don't play arenas. Yeah, I'll be down if I can't get a plus done. I was. Hell yeah, Wolfie. Hell yeah. Here we go. Night King Chicago. What arena are we going to get at this point, actually? But yeah, BM is really, really good. Name is such a pain in the butt to pronounce. Zareth Potter. Zareth Potter doesn't seem that bad. I mean, maybe if you're like European, or if you speak another language, I can maybe see it. You know what I mean? Why does everyone just re-roll Enhanced then instead of going Windwalker Feral? True. Hayes is my boy. I was talking to him 2 days ago and he hates this game. Does it really? Wow. Okay. Weird. Yeah, I don't know what, I haven't heard from that guy in a long, long while. I wouldn't know. Pretty much a resub due to watching this vid. Addicted to Sol. Yo, Sol, I'm happy to hear that, my guy. Yeah, man. Yeah, as soon as the classes start getting the tier sets, by the way, and double Legos, things are really gonna change up. Things are really gonna shake up. Some of the best in slot Legos and stuff. I mean, the power spikes of our classes is going to be huge. I'm hoping to get some of my tier sets up too. Hopefully sometime soon. Watching MMA matches. Oh no. It's fun to watch the PvP balance BS. Oh my guy. I wonder if the balance is going to improve once we get double Legos and tier sets. And also some endgame PvP gear. I think at the beginning of the season, things are always kind of wonky, aren't they? Always. Hopefully I saved that one, by the way. Switch. We got ourselves Team 1 together with ML. Looking for another go over in the arena. We got Chill Pills going to be first up. Back on that holy DK. Kin in the back. We got Wolf Haters. We got ourselves Butthead as well. Virgin Chonkosaurus over for the Team 2. We got Sensei on the Gladiator Mount. We got Speed in the back with Chicago. And Whippy going to be first up. I think this is the first time. Whippy is first out. Trying to see if they can find a better angle versus Chill Pills. Meeting him with a rake. Looking to get the bleed sunk in there. Grippy hand out for Chill Pills really early. Berserk out for Whippy as they're taking a lot of damage. Started to Whippy with Thorns. As a quick work comes out for Chill Pills. Blasted out the Feral, knocking him down with a bat. Gonna be big silence. Whippy has to use everything to defend here. Wall is gonna use, bars can get used. All the heals in the world. Does Chill Pills have any more grips? Or maybe a silence? Whippy is looking for a complete reset. Regrows behind the pillar. As he's trying to see if he can count himself a break, count himself a bit of a reset. Chill Pills trying to see if he can claw and shadows on him, but the Army of the Dead does disappear. Whippy, was that Whippy dropping down the trinket? I think it was Whippy dropping down the trinket, trying to keep Chill Pills away. Like, yo, walk up and this trinket is gonna blow up in your face. Otherwise, stay away from me. Don't try to be big damage to Whippy. Might be in trouble right now. Does get himself Frenzy Regen, narrowly surviving it. Does get himself a heal. The Necrolord does increase the value of that Frenzy Regen, even though Frenzy Regen got pretty massively nerfed recently. Stun, Whippy, I don't think he's got a lot of work here. I don't think he's got much he could really do with. Chill Pills kind of took a sweet time taking him out. I'm not really sure what he was trying to do. Why was saying like taking the sweets? It like took a second there. It's kind of weird. Sensei. I looked away for a second. Sensei just removed Chupas out of the game. Monks. But then again, what's new? Necrolord Monk is extremely powerful in arenas. And in a 1v1, man, I literally looked at chat for a second and he was gone. That's why my reaction is so quiet. Even Chupa's left. When I try to, like, look, when I mouse over, when I target everybody, my camera moves over to them. When I target Chilled, the camera free flow. That means he bailed immediately. We just left. Poor guy. Oh no. Sensei going out versus Wolfie, hit him with an in-cap. Wolfie better be extra careful. Sensei did just unload the biggest amount of damage possible into Chilled. However, Wolfie better be extra careful after that burst. Necro's a fire mage for melee. Yeah, basically. Necro is the fire mage of melee indeed. I agree with that statement. Gonna be a big LE blast from afar as Wolfie tried to see if he can get some damage onto Sensei. And Sensei didn't take a crit from the LE blast. It did a bit of damn. Gonna be BDB down. Leg strip immediately triggered for Wolfie. Popping off the wall. He knows what to expect here. This is gonna be really deadly damage. Wolfie tried to back up out of the. He's playing that elemental focus, LE damage enhancement shaman, which allows him to do a lot of damage at range, which lets him back up out of there. Let the flame shocks do a bit of damage. Let the frost shocks do damage. Get some lightning bolts in there with the Necrolord Primordial Wave empowered. But they do like 100%, 150% more damage. Something like that. I guess you would run the Ghostful Flagger with it too, right? So more Maelstroms. Pretty good together. Imagine if you could combine the Necrolord Lightning Bolt Instant Cast together with Sky Fury. Except Sky Fury only works in Chain Lightning anymore. So they can't do it anymore. I think you used to be able to Sorta if you bug the game out back at like Alpha and the Beta. Gonna be a port for Sensei. Just avoiding the Shaman as best as you can. The Ghostful will generate Wolfie a lot of Maelstrom. Sensei waddling towards Wolfie. You better be expecting Lex Super to substitute. Sensei taking a lot of damage. Does have to play defensive. The Monk is very, very squishy. Kind of a glass cannon. Emphasis on glass, emphasis on the cannon. Has to use defense to survive it. There goes a full Flesh Cup. Wolfie could have maybe potentially approached him, tried to interrupt Flesh Cup last second, decided not to, decided to back up out of there. Maybe could Flesh Cup himself. In capital Wolfie. BDB, does BDB connect or did he miss it? It looked like BDB hit the top of that pillar. Wolfie sitting in stealth? Oh. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened. Wolfie just didn't move. I think that BDB actually missed him. It looked like BDB hit like the top of the statue instead of like on the floor. And there's Z axis in the game. Oh god, why am I inside of the thing? Wait, did the kid just walk over Wolfie's eyes? Like, let me show what happened to him. Just died. Fell over. What happened? Released from his body? I guess so. I guess so. Maybe released from his body a little early there. Because it looked like BDB hit the top of the statue. And the game has a Z axis, so you feel like if you use a spell way too high above somebody, it just will be immune. Anything below is immune. So I think he avoided that BDB in a way. Freezing trap onto Sensei as he's looking to close the gap together with Kin. Trying to get up close and personal. That's going to be Kin. Get hit with the leg sweep. Does he trinket this BDB burst? He does choose to trinket it. There's going to be images and everything. Kin might have to use every defensive possible in order to survive it. Does report over to Sensei as he tries to set himself up a ring of peace. Karma onto Kin. Does Kin go from feign death to remove it potentially? I think removes the dot, but doesn't remove the karma itself. No, yeah, that looks like how it works. It removes the dot that the karma generates, the magic dot, but not the karma effect itself. So you can like max out the damage, feign death to remove it, and then keep damaging beyond whatever karma can like redirect back to. If that makes any sense. Live content, thank you so much, Sainbo. Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Hell yeah, this is probably the enhanced shamans need buffs. Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah. Or monks. Monks need maybe not a unbuff. I don't want to say nerf. I want to say an unbuff. Stun into Sensei, does get out of it. Gonna be a big spinning great kick. Can try to see if he can back up out of there. And he got himself freezing traps all set up, ready to go around the corner. Sensei with his win. Ooh, this man so far has just been trucking these boys. Who's gonna end up taking him out? Is it Butthead? Or is it gonna be Amelie? It was one of these two gotta do it. Somebody gotta take down this monk. Somebody gotta be able to eviscerate that man down. It looks like Amelia's gonna have it a go from Drakari. Sensei already has his win, trying to see if he can spin to win at Amelie, but it's gonna be a sap. right in his face. Sensei OP. Sensei definitely knows how to play his class. Trinket out of a mill really early. Flagellation. Does he drop down? Says, oh wait, what is going on? No way. Blind. Does he get him? Unless he makes a mistake. Shadow Strike at a port for Sensei. I think you could have sapped him out. Wait, maybe evasion for the rogue. Karma. Amelie could be in back trouble. BDB. Sensei, does he take him out? Big back massage to Amelie. Does have an evasion for it. Gonna be a kiddish out and Sensei trying to roll out of there. Still has a karma for him. Still has a fort bury. That's a lot of damage reduction and absorb. Amelie trying to see if he can back up out of there. Gonna be Vivifies for Sensei. 40% dampening. This way Amelie needs to make a play. Gonna be a Ring of Peace. Does he maybe get a reset? In capital Amelie. Oh no. That's going to be a big kick. Amelie has a mark for the way to go. But Viscera locking him out. No, get a shot. Wait a second. Oh, still gets a touch of death in there. I feel like that rogue could have just waited with a sap there. Because he got the sap. He should have triple sapped him. And then did like a cheap shot, kidney shot thing. I think it would have been dead. I think Sensei would have been over. But he was like, you know what? He's so low. I'm a Shadow Strike. Sensei poured it out. Gave himself a second or two just to survive. Get some healing. Butthead. He's walking on Sensei. I don't know if he's a human racial. There goes the human racial. Flagellation was used. Sensei does back up out of there. Flash Trap to give him some damage reduction too. Interrupt on a Flash Trap does remove the damage reduction. Flagellation is still rolling in. And Butthead needs to find a way to max out the damage in there. Shadow Blades was used. Tried to throw in some shurikens, but he's going to reset. He's not going to chase the Sensei and commit everything in there. He's trying to go for a reset with a resell. Saps him out. He's going to take it for a long game. We were alone with Windwalker? Yeah, Windwalkers look really good. I think some of the double legendaries are not amazing in PvP, like BDB can be kind of okay. Gonna be that Cosmic Trinket? I think Sensei walked out of the Cosmic Trinket though. Butthead with a kidney shot, cheap shot. Is gonna be still Trinket available for Sensei. Does he have a big BDB? Gotta have a Zuen if he wants to. Is someone in Zuen? Butthead doesn't Trinket it. Blind onto Sensei. Does he Trinket that? He does not. Butthead still getting absolutely just harassed by the Zuen. And Butthead trying to use his Fan of Knives to maybe generate some calm points. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Vanish and Sensei gets close. Spin to win. Almost gets him out. Butthead walking out of there with a cloak. So does Butthead have the Vanish that gives him cooldown reduction on abilities? Like Shadow Dust Lego? Or is he like a crit Lego? Cheap shot onto Sensei. Still holding onto a Trinket. This monk could have a go. Gonna be cheap shot, double eviscerate, Karma immediately. Butthead wants to get the hell out of dodge. In cap though, gonna stop in place. No leg sweep for Sensei. Does have images, disarm for Sensei, so no Fist of Fury at least for a while. Butthead can maybe play it very, very defensive. Just trying to phase the monk as best as he can, but I think it's over. Sensei does end up taking him out. Heartbroken. He's just maybe trying to find somebody to, somebody he could fight and somebody who can beat him up. He'll find the one true soul for him. The soul that can put him in the grave, put him to sleep. The man been out here in arenas sleepless. He's like, put me to sleep, please. Alrighty, boys. Let's see if we get another go, yeah? Yo, do we still have groups available, boys? I'm down to do one more. I'm enjoying these. These are really fun. There's one for the Vince down with Wolf. Yo, Wolf, I've had a lot. I used to do a lot more monk videos for Vince. I had a lot of people tell me like, bro, I hate when you post monks. I hate it. So I try not to post him as much. But that one, honestly, might have to consider it. That was really well played. I mean, I love my monk boys, but I got messages of people like hating on monks. They're like, I don't want to see those overpowered MFers ever again in your videos. Do you hear me? I'm like, oh. It was not better this rogues. I mean, he did do really well, didn't he? Walker made me made of jelly. My man is running a reset stun, but taking damage made of fake trust. Man, I have a monk. Wait, Windwalker is made of jelly, my man, is running and reset stun. Yeah, the monks are squishy. Like, that's something that I think a lot of people don't realize. They are pretty squishy. They're very similar to like a hunter. It's just they have defensives that rotate. Outside of defenses, they're pretty squish. Outside of the mobility, they're pretty squish. Outside of the resets with CC and go for a bit of healing, they do take a lot of damage very quickly. Like, whenever as a rogue, I go up against monk, I'm like, oh, if I can get a trinket out of him, he's dead in a stun. Nothing the healer can stop it. Unless the healer uses everything to heal him, he's dead in a stun. This guy's gonna fall over. And sometimes they just fall over either way, even if the healer does pop a cooldown on them. Monks are, like, as a rogue, I never felt like they were tanky. Warrior, pretty tanky. Rogues, not tanky at all. Feral Druid out of bear form, not tanky at all. Druid out of bear form, not tanky at all. It's a leather wearer. Shaman, rest of Shaman is kind of tanky. Enhancement, not so much. Not as much. Mage, none of the classes are tanky, except maybe Warlock. I always felt like Warlock's kind of tanky to some degree. I mean, I think it's because of the demon armor though, or whatever you call it. Is the armor PvP talent they run. I think it's called demon armor or something, or fell armor. I'm not sure. You guys will be able to update me. I mean, taking damages, the die insta. That guy, monkey step. Yeah. Both rogues have killed me. But trinket offensive with instant pre-pot. Both rogues could have killed me, but the trinket offensive and instant pre-pot. Yeah, pre-port. Yeah, I mean, the other rogue, like, he could have maybe sapped you and just let it sit there, but he went with a Shadow Strike. I would have probably better, like, he captured the sap, full sap. I would have DR'd that sap, second sap, third sap, cheap shot into kidney shot. I think it's over. Because I don't think he had a trinket by then, but he was like, I guess he was super excited. He was like, Shadow Strike. I think that rogue is going to walk away without, like, my lesson, play the CC game. I'm a rogue, I have crowd control, use it. I know you want to like, oh, I really want to get this guy, but you have to slow down sometimes. You have to reconsider. I know you got to drone pump. You're like, oh, I can beat him. I just need one more hit. You have to play it safe. Sometimes you have to play it safer. Just resap him, wait for DRs to fall off, then go, yeah, 100%. But he Shadow Strikes you port. That gives you an opportunity to catch a reset. The rogue still have pressure. He could have done something, but then it's like one small mistake. You landed a Fist of Fury. You were playing basically behind. Landed a Fist of Fury, locking the rogue out. I think it was a big crit with a Rising Sun kick, and I think it was over. There, the rogue even got a kidney shot on you, but then I think you just got out of juice and damage. You got a full kidney, but then you had 4 brew, so it was a shield as well as a defensive, and then the rogue was out of juice. So it was a tough one. That's what's fun about the duels, man. This is a great learning experience, a great learning environment. You're gonna learn a lot. You know, top 5 specs on seeing these duels: MM Hunter, BM Hunter, Outlaw Rogue, Red Pally, Demon Hunter. Those people sleeping tonight. Yeah, I mean, I think it's because this season is like the arena season. Everybody's trying to push to get their vaults maxed out. You gotta try people trying to raid to max out the vaults. You got PvPers trying to max out. You get the best gear, earn the rating as early as possible. So a lot of people are busy. That usually happens with a new patch. Like as soon as the new raid is out, new patch is out, people are busy doing that. And as soon as people start getting their gear, people got like more time to play duels. I mean, Banwell was, you know, joined the duels as a warlock for Ben Affleck for a bit, and he's like, I gotta do arenas because you gotta push. You know, everybody's pushing. So I don't blame him. I think we're gonna have more people as the season goes on. But this first week, unless you already done your caps and everything, like you're probably still pushing. The weekend is the perfect time to do it. BM's coming quiet, common and early expansion. I think BM is going to be there. Early Outlaw is rare. Outlaw I think is going to be more common, but as we get tier sets, I think dynamic is going to change. Certain classes with secondary, with 2-piece bonuses, 4-piece bonuses are going to start doing better. I'm expecting rogues, as soon as they get the 2-piece, they're going to be piecing everybody into the graveyard as assassination easily. I see you in a Demon Hunter. Can you please open the characters so I can see what you're running, please? This Demon Hunter is not a real Demon Hunter. This Demon Hunter is 134 item level with Azure gear. This is a Demon Hunter there just for spectator deals, my guy. Not a real Demon Hunter. Really bad Demon Hunter. Not a real character. Just literally there, just rocking that Mog. Just for funsies. Actually, I wonder if I have a better Mog. I don't think I can run the Rogue Mog for tier set, can I? I don't think I have any good Mogs on the Demon Hunter. I guess I could go like, all red if I wanted to. That's a neat Mog. Oh no, I can do this. Wait, did they fix the... Or is the mage shower still broken? Oh, it's still broken. You know, that shoulder, you see how one is like, has a brown outline, the other has like a more dark outline? They broke the shoulder. A little bit sad about that. A little sad in it. I can put on as much of Zereth Mortis gear, like all of my Zereth Mortis pieces. I can put those on, right? The helms and everything. I could just go look like a goober, an observer. I guess I'll put on as much Zereth Mortis as I can, can't I? I'll do it. I'll do it. I got a better belt than this, actually. We got Uggs. Belt, here we go. Do I have any Zereth Mortis things? Weapons? No, not yet. Warglaive. I do have a Warglaive like this though. Yo, accessorizing this Demon Hunter easily, dude. Look at this guy. Look at this goober. He got Uggs, bro. He's an observer. Looking like a broker over here. Look at this guy. I do like the shoulders though. I got them from the raid. They're cool for transmogs. Any lightsabers? No, not at all. Are we done, Night King? Are we done, Chicago? Do we not have any groups, boys? I think Chicago said this out with a 5-man ready to go. Watch this used for a while. Political stuff, Ukrainian, the simple correction, a lot. Thank you. Yeah, Vladimir. I think a lot of the Russians over there are straight up living under dictatorship, dude. You can't even go outside and protest. A lot of people want to go protest. A lot of people don't like what's going on, but they literally can't. Imagine if you lived in a country where if you say anything against the government or against whoever is in power, you just get thrown in jail or better yet shot. There was a huge portion in Russia where journalists were straight up just getting gunned down in the streets because they said anything against the government. Literally, they got either forced out of the jobs or a bullet in the head. My mom, who's a journalist, bro, it's kind of messed up. My parents literally lived in the breadlines for communism. I just cannot wrap my head around how the hell did the people of Russia live under tyranny for as long as they did. They're way too patient for their own good, and even if they want to do something, they literally cannot, bro. It's messed up. We shouldn't have any wars in Ukraine, honestly. And as someone who lives in America, I actually get an opportunity to say it. Putin is a piece of shit. You gotta get the fuck out of there. I got nothing else to say. I don't want to make the channel political. I like to keep it a community place where everybody gets to hang out. Like, what sucks is both people of Ukraine and Russia suffer. People in Russia are just gonna have their pensions, their prices, their wages are not gonna go up, but everything's getting more expensive. Everybody that's a normal person is gonna suffer. The oligarchs, the big businessmen, the rats in the government making millions with offshore accounts, the goddamn president, they ain't gonna get affected. It's messed up. Regular people suffer of both countries, and that's fucked up. Thank God I live in the goddamn United States of America. Like, a lot of Russians live in Ukraine too, so honestly, they're just fucking bombing their own people too, which is fucked up. Makes no goddamn sense at all. That's all I can say, honestly. I don't want to make this place a political place or channel. I just want to make this a place where everybody gets to hang out. This is an entertainment channel. We're here to play World of Warcraft. Like, some people told me that I should probably just not let any Russians do duels. I'm like, bro, like, what is a regular person? Like, how are they responsible for this? It's a effed up situation all across the board. Everybody agrees with it. Nobody supports this thing. Nobody that I know. Yeah, what is it? Even Lancer Horde get better? Yeah, no, right? We get a 925 patch where Lancer Horde will be able to cooperate, and we get a Dungeons and PvP together. Like, what? Bro. Let's spin through UG and everything. What? DH that makes me happy. Yeah, how about DH them? Ukrainian and families in Ukraine. Yeah, it's a messed up situation over there, man. It's messed up. And like, people living in Russia can't barely say anything because as soon as you come out, if you protest, you get thrown in jail. Like, the only way that happens is like everybody comes out, and then they roll out the tanks, dude. It's pretty bad over there. Everybody's stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's messed up. That shit needs to end as soon as possible. It's a tight situation too, because it's like you're talking about like what, a military power with nukes. So it's like if you set, it is crazy too. Like everything's crazy to the point where it's like if you just set them off, that's it. Nukes could come out, which is messed up. But that's why I keep this channel. I keep this channel from Kiev. That's effed up. Hopefully they're okay. Honestly, Mr. Fox. Hopefully they're all okay. Because I mean, I feel like everybody watches the news, right? My regards. It's all effed up, dude. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen to the fam that lives in Russia, because we have family that lives in Russia. We have family that lived in Ukraine or near Ukraine and in bordering areas. It's all messed up. Yeah, it's at least Solzy. That's the least. But what's messed up is some of the people that even go to prison, some don't get to come back. Some don't get to return. And it's not that they're still in prison, because then it's like they're only in prison for however long, and then the prison is over, but where's the person? Welcome to Russia, bro. It's messed up. Glad you're here to speak out on, man. I don't try to make channel all about politics. I don't try to speak out on British social issues just because I'm not the... I feel like I'm not knowledgeable in situations to like such a detail. I feel like an expert should be able to talk about it. For this channel, we hang out here, we play some video games, we have a community that enjoys our company together. That's all this place has been, and I try to keep it professional, right? Yeah, that's all I can think of. This place is here, this channel is here for entertainment, for gaming, for putting people together, not putting people apart. That's what I want to keep it for. Yeah, I feel like at some point I did need to say something, and I guess now is the time. That's what I'm trying to realize on what people are reading the war, but it's entertaining and I just enjoy watching it. Vladimir, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Yeah, and I think that's I mean, I've been talking to guildies, I've been talking to friends. I've heard it from every other angle. I haven't really said much myself, my thoughts, except for like some real close friends. But I've heard some people like blame straight up like average Joe and Jane in Russia for this, and it's like, I don't know, dog. It's starting to get like really, really blurred. You know what I mean? Like what, people try to boycott McDonald's? Bro, a Russian can't even afford McDonald's. They try to boycott it because they won't pull out franchises in Russia. Russians can barely even afford it. Like what? They can barely feed their families sometimes. Now that I don't even know if they can feed their families. With everybody pulling out of there. I mean, something has to be done. Some kind of pressure needs to be done, so I totally understand it. I'm hoping this shit ends really, really soon. I'm known gamer from a certain community. He's a Russian. He's the best friend in Ukraine. He's upset about us saying all this stupid. Yeah, all of it is. All of it is. Yeah. It's terrible. And the only reason you don't hear Russians speak out about it, which makes it feel like, oh, Russians must support it. No, it's just if you speak out about it, you get silenced. So the only people you might even hear about it, people that support it, because they're the only ones allowed to talk. And I feel like there are like 8% of people support it, and the rest of it doesn't, but the rest of it can't say anything. So it looks like, oh, they don't speak out, so they must support it. They can't. Yeah, Mr. Fox. I mean, if you do, my guy, yo, really think it through. It's messed up over there. It's not a major historical event, and speaking about it isn't a real possibility. It's a known major historical? Yeah, for sure. For sure. This channel, though, does have quite a lot of EU boys, quite a lot of Slavic boys. And the reason I say Slavic is like Russia and neighboring countries. We have Ukrainian, we have Kazakhstanian, we have Serbian, we have literally boys from all over like that whole region. And again, I try to keep this channel here for the entertainment value, hanging out with the boys, playing World of Warcraft, having a good time, right? That's the purpose and the point of the channel. So yeah, I try not to like, I'm here to bring people together and have fun, because that's what games should do. I don't think it's helpful to separate people and divide them. It's messed up over there. You know, they're having like double legends or returns. I saw, as far as I understand, you'll be able to unlock double legendary recipe on your main once you hit Revere with a new reputation, with a new faction of brokers in Zerth Mortis. Once you get revered, you learn the legendary power, and you can put that Lego effect on any that second legendary effect on any legendary you want. And once your main learns it, your alts learn it, so you won't have to do it multiple times on a character. I think if you want the belt on an alt, you might have to do the story chapter that rewards you with the belt item. But I think if you get the power, all your alts just learn the power, so you can just craft their own double Legos anytime they want it. But yeah. Watching beginning of World War III? Hopefully not, right? Hopefully not. Hopefully things quiet down over there, and hopefully they just ceasefire, figure out whatever deal they wanna. This shouldn't be happening. Not in the modern world, man. Not in the modern world. I'm tripling 6K, 12K, killing every rare possible. I'm killing every possible rare every day. Really crazy. I don't know if I would think I should be close to 6K out of 12K. Actually, no, I don't think I am. I think you're way far ahead, Atha. But yeah, I think you get, if you kill every rare every single day, they said you'll be able to get revered a day early or something. But yeah. Anyway, thank you boys so much for coming by. Appreciate you so much watching. Boys, I think we got to call it there. I don't think we got groups. I think Night King bowed out for the night. I think Chicago said they had a group. Had a 5-man raid to go. But we're done, man. After that game with a monk, I feel like if you ever, I feel like whole team Night King is just like, you know what? Monks, am I right? I'm asking for the night. Yo, boys, next week we're doing more 5v5 1v1 duels. Friday for EU, Saturday for the team NA. You guys are more than welcome to join us. I want to get some food, see if I can get some Mythic Pluses done, get my score up for M+, get a variety of different keys done this week. I still got a lot to do. I think I need to do not Necrotic Wake. Spires, I think I've done theater I've done. I need to do a couple more in order to get score, because then next week I should be able to get KSM. Pick up a new class of spec added to WoW. Would it be a one? If I could pick a new class or spec to be added, Tinkerer. Probably. Thank you for wanting to stream, dude. Yo, boys, thanks so much for joining. I appreciate you. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is my day off. No stream. I'm just going to be recuperating, working on videos, trying to catch some Z's whenever I can. But, boys, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see all you boys next stream. Alrighty, you guys have a good one. Peace. Stay safe.
Begging on the floor for me. I'm not the same.